just received.
We're sorry, you have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel...
Hey guys, Dave from Nerdarchy, for nerds, by nerds, and I'm hanging out with these nerds tonight. And we've got a total mix-up in the lineup tonight due to this, that, or the other thing, but it doesn't matter. We're here to roll some percentile dice and have some fun. We are going to be saving Hunt's Point as the hero's Hunt's Point, or maybe not. We have Professor Bill, our esteemed judge today. We've got WebDM, Jim Davis, joining us. We've got Frigginator in the house, straight from the chat. We've got our nerd editor, chief of nerd editor, Doug Vahovic, and War Eagle Keith Brandon is making us look good as usual. So with that, I'm going to just kick it to you, Bill.
Hi guys, how are you today? Professor Bill, Comic Book University. I hope you guys got your percentile dice, your vaccination shots, and don't forget your passports. Okay, so we are in Hunts Point right now. And yeah, we got an all-star crew. We usually have an all-star crew. We have a different all-star crew now. And guys, just first off, can we take notice, give it up for Doug and that freaking amazing nightlight strobe thing that he's got going on? Like, that's amazing. I want to, like, I actually want to hear in the chat a golf clap because that is freaking awesome.
Keeping it alive. And the sunglasses are because every time it rotates, a piercing beam of light shoots right at my eye. So,
and his future is so bright.
See what I do for these people? I'm risking blindness.
You sacrifice your retinas.
That's right, man.
I'm still wondering what you mean by these people. All right.
People just
reminded me that I need dice.
See, that's why I say it every time.
You could use the Nerdarchy Dice app if you wanted.
Oh, there you go. Hey, nice plug.
Yeah, I could. I would just have to find my iPod. I don't know what it is.
All right, guys. So I see there's 2,000 or 3,000 people in the chat. For crying out loud.
I was like, really?
It's 3 people and they type really fast.
Zorf, that's actually
There's 100 monkeys.
Practice dagger. It's not real. I use this for combat training when I teach my wife how to defend herself. But what do you call it? Okay, so so today's special edition is going to be, if you guys remember from last week, what we have is the heroes just got into a fight with Daredevil. Daredevil met the Marley pile. It was
it was bad news for somebody.
It was not good.
I think one of them farted in there too. So, with Daredevil's hyper senses, it was
absolutely
not good for him.
It was like being in an elevator.
Yeah.
So
I figured when one farts, they all fart.
Oh,
chain reaction.
Digestive tract.
That's like a power stunt, I think.
Like bagpipes. So what do you call it? They met up with Puppet Master and they practically strangulated him to make him allow them to use one each of his radioactive clay puppets. So now what we have is each one of these guys gets to play one of their own characters. And you guys in the chat got to vote for who's who. And let's see, the big winner was actually the Punisher. More people voted for the Punisher than anybody else. And who's playing the Punisher?
Me.
He's got so excited about it.
Who else?
He actually volunteered. You wouldn't tell by his voice, but he actually volunteered to play the Punisher. He's like, "Oh, I'll play the Punisher." And here he's like, "Yeah, I got made to play the Punisher." He said, "You could play if you play the Punisher."
It's the only way.
Now, Fragginator is going to be playing the Punisher, so he's not going to be in the chat today. Sorry, we had to suck him out of the chat, but we'll put him right back.
We'll see.
And what do we got? Jim Davis, welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
And Jim Davis is going to be playing...
I'm playing Psylocke, everybody's favorite psychic ninja, because I was originally going to play Werewolf by Night, but then they were like, I can pick anyone. I want to play a psychic. So Psylocke was the first one, my first choice.
That's right.
You guys just going to have to deal with it.
Jim was like, I need psychic and boobs and my ass sticking out all the time.
Yeah.
I need a whole lot of psychic and not a lot of clothes. I've got just the character for you.
Exactly.
So Doug, I'm sure, is going to be playing Rachel Summers, right?
No, I'm playing Rogue Sugar. I wanted to play Silver Surfer, but they wouldn't let me. It's too powerful. But so yeah, I got my Southern accent already, y'all.
Just for the sake of conversation, I did not actually say no to the Silver Surfer, by the way. And I was seriously expecting everybody to say, yeah, dude, let's play some seriously powerful characters. But Doug, for his awesome strobes, for wearing the shirt, and for actually pulling out the Louisiana accent for Rogue, yeah, that's going to at least be 25 karma right there.
Oh, thanks, y'all.
So to start off, Frag, you can have an extra 10 karma. For welcome.
Is that for Batman here?
Oh, there you go.
I got.
That's not Marvel, but okay, fine, 15. Because Megan always.
That's the closest thing my kids had, man.
So
For these, my kid's crying in the other room.
So for these characters, is our karma, starting karma, what the characters is? It's not like carrying it. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, actually, no. It can actually be your karma.
Ooh, really?
Karma, absolutely, because it is you guys playing them.
Well, that changes
everything. So mind you guys are doing this by remote control. Oh, lovely. Somebody's smoking outside. Speaking of uber powerful characters, Dave, who are you playing?
So I did go and throttle the power all the way up with Jeffries Madison from Alpha Flight, the latest incarnation of Box, who is actually immune to Rogue's powers when he's in his box armor anyway.
Right.
Yeah, not a lot of sources to absorb things from. But Psylocke's got plenty of skin, so
sure.
I'll be touching her a lot.
Let's just keep it PG.
Hey, this is Nerdarchy After Dark, man.
Sorry, Underwood.
I forgot.
Sorry, Underwood, in the chat. No Moon Knight, unfortunately. I was really hoping for it. Actually, I was really hoping for some cosmic characters. I'm just saying, if I were playing, I already said I'd have gone to be Beta Ray Bill, because
or Adam Warlock or something. Just for posterity, the chat has 385 karma.
There we go. And also, we're going to need to figure out a chat question. So, Doug, do you remember the question that I'd asked originally? I said I was going to use this in my Saturday podcast.
Yes. Where did I write that down, though?
I asked you to remember it.
So, is the chat? Will they be playing the giant monsters?
No, they will be playing some smaller monsters.
If you give me a second. Talk about something else, I will find it because I did write it down. I mean, talk amongst yourselves.
Jim in the chat. I didn't know Cosmic was on the table.
I didn't know. I would have
went Galactus all the way.
My God. I mean, you can't give me a chance to play the Hulk, and I would have played the Hulk, and I would have just jumped through things, stomped a lot of stuff,
smashed.
Hey, wait.
Okay.
Can I finally have that rocket launcher?
You could totally have that rocket launcher.
What does cosmic level Punisher look like?
You could have an AT-4, a Stinger, a Law. You could actually go
Rocket Raccoon. That's what he looks like.
You could actually get a dragon. I actually got to test a dragon when I was in basic training. That was actually pretty cool. They're actually wire controlled. So
that's funny because when you say dragon, I think something completely different.
Way different. Not a rocket propelled grenade.
Damn, I don't remember where I wrote that down, Bill.
Here's the guy. Can we give him the Hulk? See, here's the thing. Well, that's all right. I got plenty of questions I can ask. Here's the thing, Underwood. We kind of want to, give everybody what they want. And on top of that, Jim is saying that he didn't know that this was something. I said play anything. That's fine. Here's the deal. Since this is a last minute thing, now here's the deal. In the actual Marvel game, here's a quick little update on the rules. In the Marvel game, everybody's supposed to say what they're going to do first, and then we do the whole initiative thing and whatnot, because that makes it more interesting. And if something happens that makes you say at the last minute, oh, I want to change my mind, like let's say a gun falls on the ground, and one person or two people say, I'm going to go for the gun. The first person gets the gun. The second person can't really get the gun now. So you have to change your mind and say, well, I'm going to try and grab the gun from him, or I'm going to throw up a force or whatever. You're going to do something different. So you'd actually have to roll on your agility at -1 column shift to see if you could actually change your action. So
I really feel like it depends on who the second guy is going for the gun. Like if Colby's in a fight with a sword, it really doesn't matter who has the sword. Colby always wins.
Who's Colby?
Colby, man. He's like Thor's son and shit. He's from Last of the Renshai. He's kind of a demigod swordsman.
What is this from? D&D or
It's a
something?
book.
A book,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
If it doesn't have pictures,
Yeah,
Bill doesn't read.
It's not a comic book.
So I am going to turn this over to the chat. Should we let Jim Davis play the Hulk?
Oh,
I want to see yays or nays, and we will tally them up.
How about
I
a Hulk?
wasn't serious.
A Hulk that has
I mean, I'll
telepathy.
play the Hulk, but I was all prepped to play Psylocke as well.
Oh, well, you can't just say something like that, man.
I got you.
What do you
I
want to do?
didn't realize that I had such
What do you wanna
power.
do?
It's like that one guy.
You're a
somebody
guest,
saying
Jim
yes.
Davis. You can do whatever you want.
Oh my god!
And a
don't tell me
celebrity.
that. Brandon's gonna hate me. He already did the art and everything.
I see five,
Bill has
Brandon.
no feelings for Brandon whatsoever.
That's
I can tell you that right now.
Oh my god! I'm seeing a lot of Hulk smashes. I love you guys.
How about Psylocke, but she got a blood transfusion from the Hulk, so it's
Oh.
psychic ninja Hulk.
Oh my god!
She-Hulk with a little bit of the Psylocke on top. Nice.
Hey, oh,
I see 11 yay and 1 nay.
Oh my god! Who is
Oh,
the nay?
that's,
Who's the naysayer?
This guy, Mike G. Oh, I see more.
Oh, that's all right.
Geeks in the
I
Natural
appreciate
Way
the
podcast.
dissent.
What's going on, man?
I appreciate the dissent.
The
We're gonna end.
Marvel
We're gonna end the
Fire-
show later, and Jim Davis is gonna be like, "I love it, all of you in the chat, but fuck that Mike G guy."
You doubted me. How could you?
Let's keep the Psylocke art, Satori Shin says.
Gotcha.
Okay, it's up to you. What do you want to do? Ooh, Underwood with the Gray Hulk. Ah, it's
Grey
my
Hulk.
favorite incarnation. I love you.
The Greyhawk Thing fight was one of the best fights.
Yes, I'm going to do a spotlight and story on that pretty soon.
Mr. Fix It, yeah.
Those two issues. No, he wasn't even Fix It in that.
Well, I mean, I'll play the Hulk if it's available.
He's available, of course.
You know, Hulk smash.
If I remember correctly, he's got remarkable fighting, excellent agility, and unearthly.
Monstrous body armor.
who are we talking about? The Hulk?
Yes, monstrous endurance and monstrous body armor. Yes.
Well, that
Class
sounds
1000
perfect.
leaping, invulnerability to
No,
heat,
class
cold.
3000 leaping.
Yep.
Oh no! Actually, I think you might be right. It's class 3000. Telolocation to always find that place in New
The
Mexico.
place in New Mexico. Yeah.
He's stupidest power ever.
He has class 5,000 hyper leaping.
Oh, there we go.
Jeez.
There we go.
Do you really need the 3000 to find that place you were born? Like,
Yeah. It's like I don't
Well,
have
think
class
about this.
5,000. I know where I was born.
Let's say he gets teleported to the negative zone. He would be able to find his way back home.
yeah, if he had a way to get there.
Suddenly,
He can hyper leap there.
See, Round Robin knows where it's at. Last franchise trilogy based on this Norse mythology.
nice.
One of the best trilogies I've ever read.
I do love
Nice.
Norse mythology, so I'm down for reading that.
Yeah, it's very magic light.
Sweet. Also, you've got astral detection, not astral transportation, but just astral detection, Unearthly 100, which is actually a reminiscence of his childlike mind that he can actually see ghosts and angels. Which is
Oh, is that what that's from? I was gonna say, do you know why the fuck he can do it? It makes no
yeah,
sense.
it's to me like that's one of the most beautiful aspects of the Hulk. I love that.
To see into the astral.
Child-
Nice.
Childlike
He
mind.
sees ghosts and angels.
Well, if he doesn't make it as
Like
a
Frankenstein.
bruiser, he can be like a medium
Wanna play
or
with me?
something.
There you go.
What's that dude's
spirits.
name? John.
Who's that?
The medium, the dude that's he bilks all the people for the money. The psychic guy.
John Constantine.
No, not
Oh,
not
like the huckster.
the real life person. He has a show.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Oh.
John Edwards.
Stewart's, yeah.
John
John-
Edwards.
there you go.
John Edwards.
I'm just picturing the whole kid, you know.
Did you get in a fight with your parents?
Your
before
loved
they
one's
passed away?
name starts with an H.
Yeah.
Is it Hulk?
Hulks and dead people. Nice. Okay, so
Alright.
does anybody else want a last minute switcheroo?
I'm good.
Okay.
Nah, man, I'm good. I'm solid.
I'm gonna
bro.
shapeshift and shoot shit. That's pretty
I
much.
already, I
I'm gonna
already
touch
Wikipedia
people.
this, so we're good.
Nice. Oh, and if anybody has a question that maybe Fragginator won't stand up toe to toe with the Hulk, there was actually a Hulk comic, not even a Punisher comic book, a Hulk comic book, where one time the Hulk sees Punisher driving, goes over and is driving with him, but he's like teasing him the entire time, making fun of him. And at one point they get out the car and he says something to the Punisher. Punisher turns around and puts a gun to the Hulk's forehead and just stops and stands there. And Hulk is thinking, to himself, he's got the thought bubble. He's like, if this were anybody else, I would crush this guy. But it's the Punisher, and I have no idea what's in that gun.
You never know.
Like, if you needed any kind of the Punisher is badass, that's the one.
Yeah.
The Hulkanite.
And Manium tip bullet.
Right? You never know. Which would probably break the firing pin if you think about it. Okay, so you guys are hanging out in the except Hulk should probably be the actual Hulk because
What about you gotta ask the chat question?
Say again, what?
The chat leader question.
Oh yes, the chat leader question. Okay, since there's a question about Moon Knight, who are the 3 non-superheroic identities of Moon Knight? Whoever can get all 3 of them in the same chat sentence. So don't send me 3 different chat messages. In one chat message, you are the chat leader. All right.
Man, I only know one of them. I know I know the job that the other one had.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's been freaking 20 years since I read Moon Knight.
I guess it's just you were so excited when we were talking about Moon Knight.
I know. I really dug Moon Knight. He was really cool.
Oh man,
dude, listen. I was in the comics right around Acts of Vengeance, whenever that was.
Yeah, that was
90s.
1990, 1991. Nice. Okay. So I don't see anything here. So in the
I keep an eye on it.
Yeah, thank you. A whole bunch of people are going to be researching really quick. What did okay, so you guys hear the noise, the explosion all over the place. Boom, crazy nonsense. And you know that there are monsters coming out of the sea, like Gaiju style monsters in some regards. Yeah, the monsters are going to be a lot bigger now. Now that the Hulk and Boxer are both going to be involved in this. So actually this is his new nightlight thing. Yitzhak Tobal. You can use Google to cheat, that's fine, but no, Yitzhak Tobal is something entirely different. I need to know the current name that he's got. There you
go.
Bang, Underwood's got it. Yeah, Mark Spector is the actual name. That Yitzhak Topol is actually his original name, but we don't. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that he's actually Jewish in the comics.
The Mark Spector is the one that I knew for sure.
Yes. Jake Lockley is the taxi driver that you were thinking his profession.
Yeah.
Stephen Grant's the billionaire.
Yes. They did something very different with Jake Lockley in the current run of Moon Knight. I'm
guessing no more Shadow Cabinet.
No, those guys are gone with the whole werewolf hunting thing. All right, good job, everybody else coming up. So we got so Underwood Sketches is the chat leader again. All right, but at the same time, Mike G, you have a very. We're going to give you one freebie. You know what? In fact, here's the deal. Let's add an extra 30 karma to the chat because Mike G, that was actually pretty cool.
You got it.
Awesome. Okay, now you guys, the players, you hear all this crazy stuff going on. I'm gonna have to move this over a little bit because I can't see the bottom couple of chat comments. So that means the new ones. So you guys, you hear that noise, and you guys are gonna, I assume, start moving towards it in your new forms because you know what's happening over there through the television.
So just like the recap for everyone just joining us, we just busted Puppet Master, right? Mm-hmm. And we busted in on him. He has the clay. He's got his clay figurines. Nightlight beat the piss out of him. And old Queensberry rules.
That's right.
And I believe you were making him use the dials to control heroes to help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did say that earlier, but no, I appreciate the second recap. Okay, so that being the case, you guys are going to start moving out in your clay forms. Mind you, these are the clay forms. So you have the natural powers, but if they get destroyed, you don't actually lose any karma. So basically, you guys tell me what you're pretty much going to be doing.
Well, I'm going to take to the sky and start laying down some suppression fire.
Okay, excellent.
So we're starting in this, like we're starting where in the same location where we were Nightlight and them were last week.
Yes, right outside, because the clay figures were actually inside this warehouse.
Okay.
So
Well, I'm sure glad you're here, Big Green Jeans, and I'm gonna touch the Hulk.
He doesn't show up quite yet.
Oh.
Because he's going to be the real Hulk.
So he's Bruce Banner or something? Or?
No,
He's going to be a mindless beast. I think
he wasn't actually with you guys. Actually, same thing with the Punisher. So it's just you two guys right now. And I'll say that the other players, the like Megan and DBJ and Travis, they're going to avoid taking a character so they can stay and make sure that you guys are safe as you guys go under the control, because you can't really pay attention to your surroundings. All right, so they're going to make sure the room is clear for you two.
Okay, so they're there with us?
Yes, but they're not going to be using characters.
Okay, then I'll have Rogue touch Ash and gain his power at least.
Oh, shoot. Nice. Smooth move. All right, so Remarkable 30, Fire Generation and Control.
Right.
And Regeneration.
Yes, and Remarkable 30, no, Excellent 20 Regeneration. Oh, wait. Yes, Excellent 20 Regeneration, and I think it's Monster 75 Recovery, if I remember correctly. Anyways, either way, you're not immune to fire, though. So when you shoot the fire, you actually burn yourself also.
All right, good to know, Sugar. And I'll fly off, and I will try to use the fire to, like... So there's smaller monsters and bigger monsters?
There are. And round robin, awesome suggestion, Mastodon. I loved DP7 from the New Universe. It was one of the few good things that Jim Shooter used to do. Okay, so... sorry, I just saw a totally awesome comment. I had a comment.
That's cool. I would use her fire generation powers to kind of like, if I see people in citizens getting hurt, chased by monsters, to kind of like put up flame barriers to keep them at bay so people can get away.
Okay.
It's hotter than a bayou summer down there.
I love it. Okay.
Sugar.
So the way I was originally going to do this, expecting that all the players, or at least most of the players, were going to be here, was that you guys were going to have to go back and forth. I was going to say, you got like 5 guys come out of the water that you can see, and you have to fight them. And then every 3 rounds, a giant beast would come, or let's say every 10 rounds, a giant beast would come out. But at the same time, you guys would be attacked inside the warehouse. You'd have to switch between both forms. But since you got 3 typical player characters who aren't here, I'm just going to try and switch that around. So I'm going to be doing this on the fly, which what else is new, right?
It's the Nerdarchy way, man.
So you guys see in the chat, I just put in the monsters that you guys will be playing. And of course, you can also play your rats and all that good stuff. But the monsters that you guys will be playing in the chat, Remarkable 30 stats for everything. You are basically like creatures from the Black Lagoon or troglodytes, D&D style troglodytes coming out. Slee stacks. You could be slee stacks.
Slee stacks definitely do not have remarkable everything.
How do you know? They're pretty tough. You want to mess with a slee stack? I don't want to mess with a slee stack personally. You couldn't hurt them. Couldn't do nothing unless you had fire. So, what happens? Yes, the creature from the Black Lagoon. So, I'm going to say that 8 of them will come out per round. 8 will come out per round. Yes, you could potentially lose karma if you kill them. But once this happens, once you get down there, Box, you're flying over top. Also, you're both flying over top and trying to lay down barriers. You also see a big black van pull up. And oh yeah, there might as well be a skull on the side because the Fraginator is there. the Fragisher. The Fragisher.
Well, apparently, as soon as I got out of the van, I got my wallet pickpocketed by Zareth. Zareth Gaming.
Are you effing kidding me?
You get your brains blown out.
He rolled an 87. I rolled an 8.
Yeah, man. Punisher's like, if you're guilty, you're dead, man.
Okay, so yeah, now you know what you got to do is, well, it doesn't have to be that version of the Punisher, but now you're going to roll initiative. You're going to roll your intuition specifically.
This is a kind of more gentle Punisher. He's only going to cut his hand off.
Yeah.
You may.
11.
and then feed him to a
That's
shark.
a shame. I was hoping to see Sharia Punisher for a moment, like Dave suggested. Okay, you do not notice him stealing your wallet, so you're literally just completely oblivious. All the monsters and whatnot, and Zereft is just like yoink.
Man, it's like special forces pickpocket.
Right? So Zereft, you got away scot-free.
Although in the wallet he finds three $1 bills, a picture of my wife and kids, and a condom.
And it's used.
Wow, it's nasty. Why would you say that?
Man, in case he's a geneticist with pickpocketing skill, and he wants to make.
He's actually the high evolutionary.
Exactly.
Punisher clones.
Okay, so you got the Animan Punisher. So, Punisher, what are you gonna do? It just grossed out like G.
Assess the situation. I'm not entirely sure what's going on.
Man-sized monsters, but clearly monsters coming out of the sea, moving towards the land. You see them tearing up, and like some of them see cars, and they just start racking the cars and breaking the cars. Their hands are strong enough that they're actually boom, boom, and breaking the cars.
All right, I guess I'd probably just start kneecapping them to slow them down from getting into shore.
What are you using?
Bazooka.
Sniper rifle. I don't want to bring the big guns out yet.
Yeah.
I got to save those for later.
So what did you say you're using?
Just a sniper rifle.
Okay, cool. So you're going to take up a good position. You got a little, like, I don't know, M1 Garand or something. You're up there. Pow!
Yeah.
On
top of the van.
Penny and dime. All right. So do a good job, and maybe John Bernethal will actually send you a thank you letter or something on Twitter. Okay, so later, Zerif. So you guys are so you're setting up fire, right, Doug?
Yeah, I was trying to let people escape by making like barriers of fire between the monsters chasing them, so they could get away.
The good part is that this is the docks, so there, aside from a few workers, there's not a whole lot going on down here. Most people don't. Yeah,
well, that was my first action. Next time we'll take it to him.
So, and then you said you're laying down a suppressor fire, Dave?
Yeah, so Box is this giant robot, and he's like red and silver, and his hands transform, but it goes on for like 20 minutes into like 50 caliber machine guns, and he just starts letting loose. Hey, back in the sea, fish face, and then I just start trying to mow them down.
Whoever said Mastodon earlier is probably also going to suggest Spitfire for this one, but Box is different from Spitfire. All right, so these guys are going to start moving towards you, and a 3, and they can't reach you guys who are flying, which is kind of cheating, but that's fine. So, let's see. You should be able to get off 2 shots per round, aimed, Fraginator. And everybody else is up flying. So I guess I'm going to speed this up a little bit so I can get the Hulk to show up. And I'm going to say that a much larger kaiju style beast comes out. He is 35. That's right, not just 30, 35 feet tall. And he comes out to sea, and he just looks like a big jet jaguar. No, I'm joking. He just looks like a big Gamera looking thing.
Hey, Godzilla, get back in your movie, eh?
You would do the A, wouldn't you? So
I think actually Jeffries does use the A, and Puck does too.
I know Puck did. I forgot that Jeffries did. So
I could be wrong. I could also be wrong.
So they no, Fraginator's Punisher, and Jim Davis is the Hulk. So suddenly, like when this big thing comes out, you guys like, we're gonna need a bigger box and a bigger boat, something. And suddenly, boom, and there is the Hulk smashing up the street and everything with that landing. And,
all right,
what are you doing?
So there's a big ass sea monsters just come out of there. Ooh, I want to grab the nearest street lamp and leap and see if I can't like jab it in a soft part somewhere.
They're all soft spots to the Hulk.
Yeah.
His eyes. Nice. Okay, shoot.
Beauty giant monster.
Why don't Giant Monster leave Jim Davis alone?
Beauty monster. All right. What am I rolling? I got my percentiles.
You're gonna roll under the you probably don't have the chart. Just roll
I do have the chart actually.
Ooh, sweet. So under remarkable. Tell me
Web DM comes prepared.
Damn
what
straight.
color you got.
Yeah, in the stream, Frag and Jim Davis got switched somehow.
What?
Their positions are switched.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
like the Freaky Friday
Oh, well,
already?
whatever. I got my Marvel Superheroes Advanced Role Playing Set DM screen here. Oh, it first appeared in my latest Nerdarchy Takeover video.
Nice.
Oh,
I rolled a 45. What does that get me?
45 under remarkable.
It's green.
Oh, this is small. Yes, it is green. So that's just a
There we go.
standard hit.
A standard hit.
Is that fighting?
It is. His fighting is remarkable.
It is.
So-
I'm remarking upon it.
Yeah.
So
Take
you,
note. Take note. It's remarkable.
So you get him right in the eye. Boom!
my
And
God.
it like kind of leans back. And it's a quadruped, so it's it rears off its front legs and everything.
Way to make him see your point, Green Jeans.
I'm just hanging on the end of it.
Nice.
Aren't they purple jeans?
Okay, at this point, I'm gonna want. Actually, you guys are always going to be able to go first because your combined initiative is way higher than these guys. So I will give you guys all one more turn before I start returning fire, so to speak.
So,
Go first.
what
go
is in
ahead,
the water?
What is in the water?
Yeah.
Just water. More monsters. It looks like coming. Are you looking?
I mean, are there any ships, any boats?
yes. Out to sea, you will see a couple of tug liners. No oil riggers because food gets brought into Hunts Point.
Yeah. That's all right. That's not what I have in mind anyway. On my turn, I land on one of the ships and absorb it to grow.
Is that what Bax does?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, cool. I don't know anything about him. That's cool power.
Exactly. That's why he's only got limited ammunition with those twin 50 cals because he's using parts of himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he actually reabsorbs into himself.
All right, cool.
He's got a very personal form of. It's actually a little bit more than just magnetic control, but
It's metal manipulation is what he actually has.
there you go. Thank you.
The more you know.
Scott Burton, wait. You might get something. It depends on how good these guys do. So Marvel used to own Godzilla. So what do you call it? Okay, so you turn to the ship. So well, not turn to the ship. You absorb the ship. I'll say you could do approximately, I don't know what incredible growth would be.
20 times original size is what he can do.
How much?
Holy crap.
Growth
My eyes are like
maintained
this
by
big right
absorbing
now.
metals and incorporating them in
Whoa.
boxes. Form box and grow 20 times original size.
20 times his original size. He is standard about 7 feet tall. So, geez.
10
so
feet tall.
100
He's standard 10 feet tall, 725 pounds.
So
Ooh.
200 pounds or 200 feet tall.
Yeah. He's turned into a spaceship before.
Jeez.
I gotta read some Alpha Flight comics. That guy sounds cool as hell.
Hey, Alpha Flight is badass. those first 100 comics are insane.
They brought in all the best artists and writers, said, "Oh, these guys are good," and then now let's move into a real book. It always made me cry. The talent would come and go.
And they had excellent stories. I like Diamond Lil personally. So you guys, okay, so shoot, you're 250 feet tall. That would have to
So
be a
that's like
couple of boats.
8. That's like 6
Plus,
times the size
Listen,
of this
I'm
thing.
fine with just growing to the size of the monster.
Okay, so let's say about 35, 40 feet tall. Yeah, let's do that because you're talking about a lot of boats. Plus, you're actually destroying those boats. Those are people's boats that you're doing.
I can
so-
fix them.
The city's in danger.
What's the chance?
what
I'm
happens to the
mistaken
people
for a
on the boat?
monster?
You know what? I'll bet you that. Yeah, I'll bet you that. Light Bright would be able to figure something out to repair the boats properly. Okay, so and you probably took a mental photograph of what the entire thing looked like anyway. So yeah, that works. Okay, so you are now the size of this kaiju. So that is your turn. It's actually several turns, but that's your turn. Next up, Jim.
All right. So I'm on the end of this, whatever it is, this lamppost sticking out of this thing's eye. Is it possible for me to like swing around and yank his head with the post, like control the monster's movement with the thing sticking out of its eye?
Like steer him away from the city?
Yeah, like steer him back
Absolutely.
into the ocean so it doesn't get up on land.
Nice.
Shit, yeah. Okay. Make an agility roll.
All right. Come on, Hulk.
And
fail
Mike
me
G,
now.
yeah, I believe that at incredible 40 growth, you would probably have a +3 to hit. Because I believe that incredible 40 is Ant-Man's growth.
Size changing discussion would be an excellent Marvelous file topic.
I don't think so. I rolled a 5 on this one.
You rolled a 5?
Yes.
Okay, not a big deal. But since you have your tremendous strength, I'm going to give you another roll.
Oh, nice.
Also under good.
Oh, wait, did we ever explain for our new players how the karma to rolls works?
No, we haven't yet.
Oh, hell.
So if you ever want to add karma to a roll, you have to use at least 10.
Gotcha.
And then before you make your roll, you can say, "I want to use karma." But you
after.
can add it after you roll, except it costs double.
Gotcha. I rolled a 42 this time. I think I might just be wrestling with this giant monster.
You are in the white for that, but if you want to just add 5 karma, boom, you're in
certainly will.
Okay. So take 5 karma off of the Hulk, and Hulk doesn't have a lot of karma to begin with.
We did like what? Kill that kid and or something.
Rick Jones.
Yeah.
So you are able to guide him away. You try to steer away, it doesn't work. He fights back, and you just kind of like grab onto his neck, like the scruff of his neck, start twisting him that way.
Yeah.
And he just like starts turning over towards this way. And next up, Doug.
All right. Does Rogue's 7th sense detect any danger?
7th sense?
Yeah, it's a combat sense. Rogue has a 7th sense that allows her to make an intuition feat roll to sense danger and react.
I don't know why it's called a 7th sense, but yeah, that was one of
it's better than 6th sense.
She already sees dead people.
It's spider sense, so there's that.
So I got a 43, and I guess what I would try to be sensing is there any of these critters around that seem to be directing them, or are they just kind of like all acting, like an invasion? Like, is there any of them standing out like that guy looks like he's, any sort of leader?
So you're going to try and direct your danger sense.
Well, no, I mean that's what I was hoping to find out.
That's fine.
Rogue's looking for the Submariner. That fucker's at it again, Namer.
No, but what I actually wanted to do with my action, if that gave me any guidance, was use my power absorption to make contact with the giant beast, because you gain his memories. I'd like to find out why they're here, like how they got here and what the purpose is.
Got you.
So
okay.
I'd have to maintain contact with him for a round.
Yes. It's just basically just the touch the round. That would be your round.
Yeah.
So are you going to use danger sense to do that? Because danger sense is kind of one of those things that's just, it happens.
Oh, it's like if something happens, you tell me to roll the danger sense. Okay, so then I would just fly towards the beast.
But I did forget that Rogue had a danger sense, a combat sense, so I appreciate that you said it in the first place.
So I will fly towards the giant beast that Hulk is battling and put hands on it, and I want to find out like where they came from by absorbing its memories.
Okay. Chat. Everybody in the chat, remember, you guys get to play one monster. So everybody, just tell me what you're going to do. Like the only person you can actually reach right now would probably be the Punisher. You could try and run up towards the Punisher, but it will take you a couple rounds to get to him.
Actually, somebody already did Underwood.
Oh, nice. Underwood.
He even gave flavor text. A monster rises up, crawls up on all fours towards the evil van. He takes cover and stealthily moves up, rolling a 73 to avoid Punisher's attention.
73 stealth with a monster. That's badass. All right, nice. Frag, real quick, roll intuition. Where'd Frag go?
I'm here.
Okay.
85, so not quite.
What do you mean? Not
85?
85 is good.
Absolutely. No. You see, like
he got an 87 though, didn't he?
No, he got
or is it not like?
He got 73.
Yeah, you're gonna be in the yellow at least.
Yeah. He rolled his stealth, but you absolutely noticed like his shoulder and his foot as he, hides behind your van, like
And his breath.
10 feet to the side of you.
His troglodyte stench.
I'm sure you would stay downwind. Absolutely. You'd have like a so make sure you try and stay downwind. What, you think I could smell them coming? I did. You guys remember that from Commando. So
Forgot to get to my rifle.
Alyssa
from the
Milano,
shed.
man. In my formative years.
The only Milano I love now is the Guardians of the Galaxy ship.
Please don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired.
He's dead tired. I'm gonna kill you last.
I lied.
Oh man, so many good one-liners from Arnold in the 80s.
Best one. This one had the best one. So where were we just at? We were just at Doug. So Doug, with you, you're gonna try and absorb this thing's memories, right?
Yep.
So what is your power rank?
Unearthly.
That's what I thought. So make that roll.
Okay.
I do not even get resistance against you.
64, which I believe is in the yellow, yeah.
Okay. What's your psyche?
That's a good question. It is typical.
Typical.
I'm going to ask
Yeah,
you to make
typical.
a roll on psyche.
Ooh, I think I have never done that in this game before. 11. Ah!
Yeah. You get a serious backlash, and you make the roll 1d10.
Oh no.
8.
You've got the power for 8 rounds.
I got the power.
So we're actually going to also use shoot. The stats that you have, we're gonna use the stats you got. She's got amazing strength there, right?
Yes.
Currently in the current Marvel universe, she's actually got unearthly strength because
Really?
she most recently absorbed Wonder Man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's ridiculously powerful right now. The ionic energy form and all that. But right now, you have got an unearthly strength, and your endurance goes up to monstrous, and you are going to gain. What's your body armor? Is it incredible?
I think it's incredible.
That's what I thought. It's going to go to amazing just for this 8 rounds. But your reason goes down to feeble.
Okay.
And you know that your master under the sea has commanded you to kill the mortals.
Kill the mortals?
You're on their side.
No, I don't think she doesn't have to obey the commands.
You failed.
You failed your role. You think?
Oh, is that?
You think you're the monster?
Oh, is that how it works?
Yes. So each round, each of these 8 rounds, there is no way to break out of this because you failed your roll. Each round, you have to make a psyche feat roll to avoid obeying that last command.
Dude, it's just like when she tried to absorb the Juggernaut's powers, and then she freaked out and wanted to kill Charles Xavier.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can resist. I just have to make rolls to do that.
Yes, every round you have to make a otherwise you're attacking the good guys or something else, or just destroying property.
I got you. Sure.
All right, and you're good at RPing, so I'm sure this will be real fun. And last Fraginator, you notice somebody coming alongside of you, so
I have 2 shots, you said, so 55 and 87 to hit.
So what'd you get?
55 and 87.
The 87 should be it with excellent agility, but remarkable with guns.
Man, you should have hit him with some frag grenades.
Bust out the ordnance.
Frag grenades.
Fraginator grenades?
Yeah, sure. Just roll that underneath his van. He's sure to hit something.
I would have used frag grenades, but they got stolen by mice.
Are you kidding me?
No, and then a stupid dog took my freaking combat knife.
Mystery Mutt? He's supposed to be one of the good guys, man. What are you doing, Mystery Mutt?
Well, I kill people, so apparently I'm not a good guy.
You guys in the chat are freaking amazing. So you have no hand grenades, no knife, and no wallet.
Yep.
Oh,
all right, let me know that I'm keeping an eye on what else the chat's doing, Bill. So let me know when you want their actions.
Welcome to this side of the chat, Flag.
No kidding.
Let's see.
Listen, I'm peeing on you.
Yeah, I will kill a dog for peeing on me. Just saying, Underwood.
I will cut a dog. Somebody pees on me, man. All right, so you got 2 shots, and one of them is a stun. The other one's a standard hit. So In the chat, you can make your dodge roll if you so choose. In the meantime,
Just take it, Zareth. You'll like it.
It's like candy.
That was actually Underwood who was creeping up on the Punisher. Then we
Oh,
got
yeah.
Mike G, whose monster is executing a cartwheel into kick attack. I don't know, just on whoever Bill, I guess, decides.
That would have to be Punisher because he's on the ground.
All right. Well, he did not make a roll that I see.
Oh, I'm going to need to see a roll. Oh man, he's going to do a puck on you. The card.
No. Hey, he rolled. He had a 25. Oh my God, 98. So yeah, he definitely. That's without the karma, so it's well over.
You guys have the best rolls in the chat. I'm telling you.
It's uncanny.
Amazing. Like,
I still roll like crap in the chat.
I've noticed is finished. Oxford. Okay. Oh, hey, what's up, Tom? So, okay. Raven wants to poop on the Punisher.
Yeah, I just saw that, man.
Can I take an opportunity attack?
It doesn't actually come in your area. So
45 caliber up the poop chute.
oh my God. Unfortunately, 49 is fortunately going to miss. So you look up and you're like, mother fathead. Okay, anyway.
Uh-huh.
So
And then
you do get both shots off on this this dude. He didn't roll to dodge, did he? I don't see a roll to dodge.
I don't see it.
Okay, done. So the sniper rifle is going to do 20 points of damage each shot. So that's 2 shots, 40 points of damage. With 30, 30, 30, 30, that's 20. So what do you call it? 80 hit points left, but you are stunned for 1 round. So you got a monster stunned for a round, and you got a whole bunch of monsters coming up on you.
Yep, and then we also got somebody ripping a tire off a car to throw at the Hulk.
Nice. What was the roll?
69.
That's a hit. Bounces off, but
It's the Hulk, though.
yeah, but you actually feel it. Like right on your shoulder and the side of your head.
If you could get enough of them doing that to your back, it'd be like a massage.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe he stopped fighting for a minute and Bruce Banner.
Hulk feel good.
Little to Hulk's left. Tissue. Afterwards, inner thighs, little tense. Okay, so next up. Okay, so I think that's everything in the chat. Let's turn around. Chat, start making your next attacks on these guys. It is now their turn again. So top of the order, however you guys want to handle combat.
I want to suplex the big monster. I want to pick it up and try and throw it.
Okay. Go for your roll. That's pure strength.
That is pure strength. That is a 38.
Under unearthly, what do you got?
I have an unearthly strength, but I don't know what my strength is once I grow.
Oh, yes. Probably +3. Shoot. Yeah, that makes sense.
Sure.
That's a yellow.
100 is a lot, though. No, 500 is way too much. I'm going to say shift Y. You can have shift Y.
Whoa, shift Y?
Yep.
I'm going to add karma then.
Okay.
You really want to suplex that thing, huh?
I do. I want the red for the grab, right?
Okay,
Because it's got to be a grab and a throw.
Not grab, just wrestling. This is a wrestling maneuver, right?
Yeah, well, it's grappling. So
Grappling, yes.
it's
Grappling.
the same thing.
No,
Actually, no, they're
There's
not.
actually grabbing on the
Yeah,
turtle.
there's
There's grabbing and grappling.
Grabbing is like for objects though, because there's like a break in there and stuff.
Exactly. So this is grappling.
Yeah. So I only need the partial if I want to throw him though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
So yeah, I want to grab him and throw him. At shift Y, I think you probably throw him pretty
So
far.
this would be more like a slam. You would just like pick him up and kind of like
Toss him out the
What are you
city.
doing? Belly to back?
City on him. But if you got a red, that would actually launch him.
Oh man. Then I
Isn't
want
that
a
the-
red. I'm totally getting a red, and I'm gonna grab it by. Does it have a tail?
Yeah, sure. It's
Then-
it's
Isn't
it's
the Hulk still
quadruped, so
hanging on to him?
probably-
Maybe.
I'm telling you, it's not gold.
2 problems, 1 stone. I grab the thing by its tail and start like spinning around with it, and then just launch it out at sea.
And you don't have to worry about getting dizzy. So The thing is, you have to spend double the karma to get in the red because you already rolled.
All right, I don't care. I will.
Okay. So handle that and handle your bitness. In the meantime, this thing does get a chance to resist. It does not resist. Plus, it's being led by the Hulk anyway, so it would have been a -1. But Jim, you are on.
I'm still attached to this thing as it's being launched out to sea.
So when he goes to grab the tail, he apparently wasn't noticing you, and you're holding on for dear life. Like, Hulk dizzy.
Now, I'm pretty sure Alpha Flight's had some run-ins with the Hulk.
Oh,
It might not be an accident.
Do I need to roll to stay on?
I'm sure your strength is strong enough that that's not going to be an issue. I just want to know what you're going to do.
So I think that, Fox is spinning around. He's going to throw this thing out to sea. On like the second rotation, Hulk's going to use the momentum to like launch himself off and see if he can't like land in the surf in like a big clump of the smaller guys. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the Hulk really needs the momentum.
He's gonna do like a, what's his name from Ong Bak, the elbows out and the knees and just like see if he can't get a cluster of them like that.
Nice. Okay, I used to know that guy's name. He is actually
Tony John
out there. Okay.
It is. I can't remember.
Banner's knowledge of physics coming in handy.
Yeah, just like a flash of it.
Okay, I'm gonna say that is.
It's a charge attack, right?
It is a charge attack, but I'm going to say it's an agility to actually be able to get that direction.
Gotcha.
As you are in a spin mode. So, Tony Jaa, thank you, Magoo.
65.
Mr. Magoo. 65. 65 works. Absolutely.
Yeah,
so, I'm going to say that you are 4 or under. One. I'm whatever. I'm going to say that you're approximately 4 areas away. 4 areas away gives you +4 column shifts to hit. At monster 75, that means you're hitting at shift Z.
Damn!
So there is a small crater, and so kind of like an extra reef in the sea right now. That actually helps with the landscape. And there are a lot of crushed, probably dead monsters in there.
All right.
Awesome.
Sweet.
So the Punisher will not have to worry about new monsters coming for several rounds. So that's you two. Next up, Rogue.
Okay, now I have to make a psyche feat roll again, you said?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to spend karma because I don't want to spend 8 rounds attacking my friends. I got an 81, which is in the yellow. Now, what do I need to get in the red? Is that what it is to overcome it?
Yeah, because your psyche is so low.
Okay, so I need 17 karma. I will gladly spend that.
Oh, wow. Zereth is back for a moment.
Okay, so I'm fighting against this, other mental struggle here. And I want, and I just saw a box like toss this thing out to sea.
Oh, yeah. Giant box.
I'm going to take a deep breath and fly and swim into the water and see if I can find any source of where these monsters are coming from.
You see a direction because you see hordes of these monsters coming in.
I'll go that way. Just like right into the middle of them.
Nice, charging right through them.
Yeah.
All right.
At least if I lose my senses, I won't be near anybody at the time, too.
True. Okay, and last up, Frags. The Fragisher.
Do I see anything down there?
Not yet.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I just hope none of the fans have epilepsy. Every time I look at Doug. Looking at Doug may cause seizures. We need a warning.
So you said there aren't any around me right now?
No, just the one that you took down.
Okay. And he's stunned this round.
Only this round, yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use this round since the sniper rifle didn't seem to do a whole lot and place claymores right in front of him so when he moves, they blow up.
So you're going to set a tripwire around him? I could say you could just attach it to his leg. So as soon as he moves his leg front towards enemy, boom! What is that, 700 little BBs hitting him? Yeah, that would definitely take his ass out. Oh, man. Fire. I remember setting those things up. Okay. Make a reason feat roll.
Is that better?
Just say you remember
38.
setting those things up.
I was in the army. Yeah, we used to have to set up claymores.
38 is all.
Especially for dead spaces. Like if there was a tree we need to get out of the way for if there was a possibility the enemy was coming this way. Oh yeah, we had to clear out space.
You can't just use a chainsaw like everybody else.
It's way better than a
Switch your
chainsaw.
tax.
Carry
Switch your
chainsaws
tax
on us.
dollars.
Anyway, no, they're great for ambushes. So
Oh,
what do you call so it's your reason +1 because it's a military device. So yeah, you got it in the green. So the second that he moves, I'm going to say he's going to fall anyway because their reason is like evil. So sorry, bud. You got. The Punisher took you down. So in the meantime, I can see right here you got a kick. As you're setting the thing up and turning to run, some bum kicks you. You can't do a 62 to get away, so you could do
the homeless people in this
I will
town.
allow you to do a what is it called, D&D? You actually said it again. You said it earlier.
Attack of opportunity.
There you go. You can take a AOO.
Yeah. Okay.
What is the carrot monster?
I don't know what he's talking about with
Okay.
that.
It's for I think it's from Marvel Comics. It's one of the monsters that like were drawn early.
He said the name of the thing earlier, and I didn't recognize it. Well, I saw the carrot monster thing. I was like, okay, I don't know what the hell that is. Like, it's not.
I'm thinking, is it the flaming carrot or?
It's one of the giant monsters from like Moment.
Oh, from like back at like.
Or from like Marvel Monsters.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like where
Marvel
Groot
Monsters,
originally
Tales of
came from and
Astonish, all
stuff.
those older, the Tales of Suspense and all that stuff. Like when Groot first appeared, the original. All right, so what you
And
got?
Gloop and Blue.
I went to go shoot it, and at the last second realized it was a person, and instead pistol whipped it with a 48.
Okay, done. So pistol whip is actually using your fighting +1 column shift because it's a gun. So at Monster 75 at 48, I think that's in the yellow.
Uh-oh, I killed the homeless guy.
You just stunned him, or so you slammed him. You hit him, and he just goes flying on his face for a couple feet. So,
All right. I don't think the Punisher has a conscience, so
I go to give him a couple bucks and realize my wallet's gone.
in fact, he's got your wallet. So you can actually take the wallet back and leave the $3 bills there. You got the picture of your wife.
Perfect.
Again. And in case
That's
you
all that
need
matters.
Trojan, whatever you were saving that for, you're good.
my favorite Punisher line is, "Not even the Pope could get me into heaven." I don't remember which comic it was from.
The Punisher also has rodent guards, standing guard for him. Squeak, squeak.
Nice. So we got the Punisher Patrol.
Dude, and Mystery Mutt
If you
used
just
a
start calling
stolen
it
knife
pee-pee,
to
I'm gonna.
stab a monster and rolled a 74.
Mystery Mutt. Look at that. He's like, I got this. So he's literally holding it in his mouth.
Yep, and then he ran back to Ash.
Charging. Nice. Okay.
We need to get him a cape.
Might need
And little green booties and a domino mask.
I dig it. And like a little, MM on his chest. Just on his dog leash, his collar.
Yeah.
Before you know it, we're going to be his sidekicks.
Yeah. That's season 3. It's just like Mystery Mutt and the Rats. We'll just
What would
phone
you
it
do
in.
for a Scooby snack?
So, all right. So, oh, geez, I got Team Rocket is blasting off again. Served is awesome. You disappear in a Pokeball. Okay. So, so that round is handled. What happened besides Zerift and Mystery Mutt?
The couple of misses. Mike G rolled. Well, I don't know if it's a miss. He rolled a 37 to.
That's a miss.
Yeah, okay. And there was Zerif. That was the only stuff I saw. Somebody batted away a grenade.
35 and lower is a miss.
All
for
right.
these guys.
And that's it. Come on, attack us.
I could have sworn I saw a whole lot more attacks. Whatever, no big deal.
There was the Mystery Mutt stabbing.
Oh man. Okay, so
They've betrayed you, Bill. They're all joining our side.
oh no, the bad guys can't. They're playing their own their own characters.
Yeah, they're
No,
playing a
I
whole
mean-
nother game in chat. The meta game.
That's fine. That's their prerogative, man.
They do
So
their thing.
Mystery Mutt is probably going to hamstring the guy who threw the monster who threw the tire at the Hulk.
Nice.
So he's just, laying down there, and the rats will come up and just start like, one of them, two of them roll a grenade up next to him. Another one runs up and pulls the pin. Another one rolls up and pulls the secondary safety pin. I know civilians don't know that there are 2 pins on a grenade, and then runs off, and he just kind of looks up. What am this? Shrapnel all over the place. Okay, so there is nothing on shore right now. Nothing, and there's still a huge. Actually, there's 2 huge waves going against each other. The one from the suplex, and the one from where the Hulk landed. So those waves are kind of crashing against each other. You guys have a couple rounds to recollect yourselves, and here comes another wave of these monsters. So top of the order, chat. You guys start putting in whatever you're going to be doing this round. Looks like Xerath Gaming's got your back. And
noticing that I'm a target on the ground, is there a way I can get like a jetpack or a helicopter or something?
I got some in the Punisher van, right? In the battle van.
Jetpack. I know that you could do a grappling hook without any kind of a problem whatsoever. And if you want to take this time to run up on a thing, but if you actually want the ability to fly, like through the course of a jetpack,
I have to get with rope.
no, you're gonna have to roll. You have to roll something. Jeez, what would you roll for that? Let's do
Resources.
intuition. Roll intuition.
Intuition?
Yes, to see if you thought ahead, Boy Scouted enough to pack this thing.
4.
Nope.
So, no. Not even like a figure. You don't even have like a Rocket Man figure. You got nothing.
Perfect.
You don't even have an Elton John album in the car. Like
Lead boots. You brought lead boots.
and 2 straps of concrete and some bungee cord.
I totally want to do the shockwave thing, but in the water instead of on the land, and try and like blast these fishy guys back.
Ooh,
Absolutely, power stunts. I love it. And that's not even a power stunt for the Hulk. That's like an automatic thing. He can do thunderclap anytime. Hulk could practically do it with his butt cheeks.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't like to flaunt it or rub it in anybody's face.
No, that would be Rikishi from WWE. Okay, so
Oh wow, you went there.
I went there.
Oh man.
So there's a visual for you guys.
Oh.
Okay, so top of the order, but we're going to start off with Doug.
Okay.
Doug, you are swimming. You're holding your breath. You can hold your breath practically indefinitely. You're swimming at top speeds. I think you got excellent 20 flight, or is it incredible 40?
I think it's excellent. Excellent, man. You got a good memory. Yeah, excellent.
So, just for superheroes. So, I swear to God, if my wife wasn't born on Valentine's Day, I'd forget her birthday. So, she listening? Because she will make me pay for that shit.
They just need to figure out which comic came out that day. You're like, her birthday is the same day that Amazing Spider-Man came out.
Oh man. Anyway, so you guys so you're fly swimming at as fast as you can, and you get to a part of the surf where it goes down a lot, and you do see these things coming up. Guys, if you guys actually have a question for me, do just like Doug did.
I'm compiling it.
Yeah, literally,
that was
just
me.
Type @CO and then Comic Book Universal will come up, and then just hit enter, and then whatever question you have, so that I know, because I see that there is a question because Doug said there's a question. I don't see what the question actually was.
Oh, they wanted to spend 30 karma for the plot twist to have a bald robed figure standing off to the side watching, and I was just telling him how it works.
Oh, so like
And
the Watcher? Absolutely.
Well, they said, who is it? And I said, I don't know. That was why I tagged it. I said, we'll let Comic Book University decide. But
absolutely. If Underwood
he did.
Agrees, done. So just tell me who the bald guy is, and we're good. And if it's something character related, that 30 becomes a 50. So, okay. So once the surf goes down a lot, you get a much broader view of what's going on, and you see another kaiju coming, and this kaiju coming, and it is freaking huge. It is gigantic. Where's my monster located currently in the action?
Oh yeah, he
Where do you
wanted
want
to
it be
he
in
wanted
the
to throw
action?
a manhole-covered discus style at the Hulk,
Mm.
or
He
at
did?
the nearest hero.
Oh, that happens when it's their turn.
Yeah, I know. I was just
Okay, no
letting you
worries.
know. So I see there's no ships, there's no source. They're just I could just see monsters
Well,
coming across
as
the
you
ocean
start getting
floor.
closer to this monster, you see someone riding on the back of this monster.
Oh, really?
hmm
It is.
It will be next round before you're
Okay.
close
Oh,
enough.
do I have to make that feat roll? Because it was a new round for the.
Thank you for reminding me. Make it with a +1.
All right.
Plus
Look
one.
at that good.
70. That is in the green.
So you are, I guess, getting that close to the master. You are.
It's the master, like the Plodex master.
It's not Master Pandemonium or anything.
No, the master.
You're-
Isn't he that Alpha Flight? Yeah.
I remember. So, dude, I got Alpha Flight. So, what do you call it? Yeah, you kind of turn around and start. Yes, yeah, kill, murder, kill.
Okay.
But as you do get out there, you see a whole bunch of most of these creatures in the way back distance are blue skinned.
Atuma. He's behind this.
So, okay, you want to watch her out there. No worries, Underwood. So, okay, who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay, Box.
No one's gonna jump in there. Yeah, like I said, I want to just like dive into basically follow Rogan and try and unleash a shockwave.
Okay, so
That is a 99
Holy crap!
Dave
Holy
rolled good.
crap! All right, you didn't
with
even
shift Y. So
Yeah, so you got it. So you got to give me the 100 karma. You're good for actually doing the power stunt, and I do believe people said they want to see more cat in the video. So, little bagel.
That's a guaranteed views. Now we got cat video.
Do you want the Thundercat bagel?
Megan's
By the way,
gonna be
I made
sad
the
she
bagel
missed it.
because that's how it shapes. So,
all right, so now I have to make the attack roll.
yes, roll to hit. Actually, no, you don't need to roll to hit a shockwave. That just hits everything. So,
Okay.
what exactly do you want to do with it?
Basically, how when you're a kid and you have water fights in the pool, like I'm doing that, but I'm doing it on like a giant robot size scale, directing. So I just want to blast them all back into the ocean.
Okay, they're back a little bit, but okay, this is definitely enough to literally send them down. Like this is like you pretty much make an undercurrent at this point. So
The
yeah,
cat is
There
not
goes
judging
Japan.
us.
flying back.
The cat is the judge. Now
The cat is the judge.
we're doomed.
So you guys are so you're able to knock a whole bunch of these guys down. Remember that you did that. That's kind of important.
Right.
So after combat is resolved, please remind me that you did that. Next up, Punisher or Hulk?
Well, do we have any visible enemies? Or is it they're like way out there? Yeah.
They're not only are they way out there, now they're even more out there because he just literally shoved them out.
Could I jump out
Mind you,
there?
Box does not need to breathe, and Hulk
Can hold his breath indefinitely.
For a long time.
you
And
held,
he can
Hulk
leap
has
like
held
a,
his breath in space for a mission and came back and said, "Oh yeah, I should breathe now."
Forgot
But
to
he
breathe.
can't hold his breath if Batman kicks him in the solar plexus.
Just that was not in canon.
And in case it matters, I have up to 1,000 miles away. I can see in the infrared spectrum and heat spectrum if need be.
1,000 miles?
Nice.
Yes, that's what it says.
So you're saying that you're hoping you can somehow see these cold-blooded creatures?
Well, yeah, maybe they'd be cold spots.
Cold
In the
spots in
ocean.
the cold ocean. Sure, that makes sense.
I'm just gonna leap into the air. If we can see a monster, I'm just gonna jump towards it.
Okay. Or you guys, if you choose, you can just wait for them to come on to the land, or you can go into the sea to go after them. It's up to you guys. If you guys do go into the sea to go after these things, I will have to give the Punisher like a scuba gear at the very least.
That's true.
He probably has it in the van anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a rebreather. And his
Not with a
utility
4.
belt.
No,
Maybe-
no.
maybe
don't
Hulk
worry
will
about
just
that. That was
wait.
for the jetpack. That was like extraneous circumstances.
Maybe Hulk will just wait on the shore. He's like kicking sand around and sort of like swinging
Like
his
sand
arms
angels.
and yeah, that kind of thing. He sees the fight coming. He's like, come on.
Okay. So eventually, more of these guys do get up onto the shore. But on top of that, you see this gigantic kaiju get up, and it is a behemoth. It is huge, insanely huge. I'm going to say this thing is about 60 feet tall. So box, you can adjust if you'd like. This thing starts like it's bipedal, and it just starts shuffling on shore, its knuckles dragging on the ground, actually making like trenches in the ground with each of its knuckles. And it kind of reminds you of one of the forms of Darwin. And what happens? Okay, so these guys get up, and on the back of this thing is, in fact, a tuba. And he looks down with his
A
giant size.
tuba? Oh, a tuma.
Tuba, yeah,
Tuba.
tuba. I like that better.
I was like, this just got silly.
Batman, one is for house. What is two? Two is for tuba. I don't know if you guys ever saw that. You guys should look that up. On
Nah,
YouTube.
I thought you just stroked, to be honest with you.
I love it. Okay,
Do
so
you smell toast, Bill?
this Christian, the watcher is staring at your cat. Okay, that's a plot twist. So, so what do you guys see the enemy, like the clear and present enemy right in front of you now. And Rogue, I'm going to say that you are already 4 rounds into your situation. So 5th round, what do you want? Top of the order for you guys.
Well, I'm going to use karma to affect my psyche roll.
Okay.
And I got a 54. So I need to spend a lot, like 50 karma,
Wow.
to keep my senses. And I'm just going to rack it towards the Tuma and sock him.
Okay.
Or try
In order
to.
do that, you're going to be -1 column shift to hit because he is on the back of. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say -4 to hit because he is on the back of this gigantic freaking beast.
And that's a fighting.
Yes.
So I have shift 0 if it's -4.
Okay. It is what it is.
I'll spend karma on that.
He's like determined.
Say, didn't your brother keep you in check down there? I got a 81, and I will spend 19 karma.
Okay, so 100.
Yep.
So you literally sock this dude right in the face. He's just not expecting it at all. He's like moving the behemoth this way to avoid it and just still gets, ooh, oh man.
Slow news day in Atlantis.
that sounds like a broadcast comment. So, okay, so he gets decked in the face. Nice. It's a pretty good shot too, especially with your increased strength. It actually does some damage to him. Who's next? Hulk, Box, Punisher?
I'll go. I'll charge him.
You're going to charge the behemoth?
Actually, yeah, I'm going to charge him and like double fist uppercut, like shift Z flight speed at this mofo. I'm not even going to get any bigger. He can be bigger than me. I don't care. Not afraid.
I'm scared.
That is a 90.
Jeez. And I'm going to say that you were approximately 3 areas away from him. So
what is that? That's a shift something?
Shift is the highest you can go.
Okay, so that's a red for a charge.
Nice. And that means +3 damage with your no. So your endurance is
Unearthly.
okay. So you get 100 points of damage on this beast. Wow. Okay. He reels from this, literally like he's about to fall over like this. Hulk, I guess you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch him.
He's got to roll against slam and stun too, man.
You are right. Thank you. Sorry, my cat's reaching for the dice.
That's no worries. I like literally fly from underneath the water up under his chin and just right into the sky.
Okay, done.
Hulk's just gonna like punch this thing as hard as he can right in his ankle, right in whatever counts for an ankle of this thing.
Okay. That's especially good because he staggers with this,
Nice.
this shot.
All right. I got a 75. Or is that my fighting or my strength?
No, that's your actually you're charging, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be charging.
Shoulder block to the ankle.
You
Yeah.
guys freaking jeez. What'd you roll?
75.
God damn. Okay.
Huh. Wait till Rogue mind controls a tomb and steals his mind control powers.
Does he have mind control powers?
Well, you have a master telling you what to do, so I would say so. Somebody's doing it.
So, okay, this giant behemoth is reeling. It's stunned, it's staggered, it's hurt bad. So here's what Professor Bill is going to do. I'm going to add 2 more behemoths to this because you guys are fucking tearing it up.
The SPCA comes in, PETA comes in. It's really ugly really fast.
Absolutely. Okay, so 2 more of these big beasts come in, and they just start charging after you guys. Punisher, you have to make your roll.
All right. 35.
Oh, what were you doing? Sorry.
I don't know. You just told me to make a roll.
I know.
During the few rounds you said that we had, I would have liked to have ran to the top of the highest building I could find so that I'm not on the ground since I couldn't find a jetpack.
Done.
Use that rocket launcher.
Actually, the rats are going to try.
Stinger missiles or something.
Yeah, the rats found the rocket launcher in the van and said that they were going to try to use it.
Oh my God.
So I'm just using my sniper rifle again because all my good stuff gets taken by
rocket launcher for crying out loud.
All right, well, I'll take one up with me then.
Okay.
It is the Punisher after all.
Right?
All right, so if I still get 2 shots, it's a 35 and a 71.
Oh no, not with a rocket launcher.
Oh, okay. So 35.
It's like one of those commando ones with 4.
I was just thinking that too, but I'm like, do I really want to go back there? Killing a little monster is like
Got to get my rocket launcher from the shed.
So, okay. With your agility and all that stuff, a 35 is actually a miss, if I'm correct. It's exactly a miss. A 36 would be a hit. If you would like,
can I spend 2 karma?
Yes, you can spend 2 karma, and you just get
perfect.
Okay. So, and what are you trying to hit?
The big guy.
Nice. Perfect. Okay, so it's a standard hit, but it's enough damage. It like hits him right in the side of the neck and the cheekbones. Like, ah! Atum is just screaming, "What? Can't believe this is happening."
Pick the wrong day to attack New York City, sugar.
I guess so. So he stands up on like he's still in the saddle, still holding onto the reins, but he stands up with his giant forked sword. He's screaming, "Destroy these interlopers!"
Him and Daredevil are going to start a support group together.
For what?
Just because they just been moshed on, humiliated.
Okay. In the chat, what do we got?
Oh, I got an idea.
He's got an idea. This is bad. Aqua guy comes up and uses stun weapon on the Hulk to try it. Okay, stun weapon on the Hulk.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna roll that for you since you didn't. That's a hit. Make an endurance feat for me, Jim.
All right.
You just have to get in the green.
I got a 57, and my endurance is what?
75.
Monstrous?
Yeah,
75? Gotcha.
And what that does is it pisses you off.
That's right.
No.
Can I make it? Do I get to make that psyche feat?
There's no need. It's an automatic thing. Your fighting goes up from remarkable to incredible, and your strength goes from unearthly to shift X.
Shift X.
And you get the appropriate hit points too.
Hulk turns his attention to the brave fool next time he gets to act.
I get the feeling he's going to be running away. He's going to pull a Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Run away!
Run away!
Sounds like a good plan.
Who else in the chat? Did anybody else see who else?
Yeah, there was Zareth rolled a 60 to try and wrestle Rogue.
What was it?
60?
60. Under remarkable. I don't think that's going to do it.
It's in the
green. Somebody leaps up.
Okay.
Thrown up. Grabs onto you, but has like a horrible hold. Is actually slipping.
Okay.
Just ignore it.
Oh, I would just punch him in the face.
Nice. So he goes falling back down. Splish.
Let's see, what else was in there?
Who else?
We got Mystery Mutt rolled
with the
hit Atuma with a rocket. Where did he get a rocket?
From the
We gave this dog a rocket launcher.
Pay attention. I guess he had to drop the knife, or did he put it in his dog leash, his collar? Just kind of.
The dog is firing a rocket launcher. Okay.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, the dog was aiming it and a rat fired it. So the 78 to fire and an 83 to aim.
Okay.
That makes sense. Okay, so that would be the roll. You know what? Teamwork like that? Damn, that is just sexy. I like it. Yeah, okay. Atuma gets hit with a rocket launcher, gets knocked straight off of the damn behemoth. He falls down. What the hell?
Let's see what else. We had Mike G threw a manhole-covered discus style at the nearest hero.
Okay, I think that was the Hulk. We were told.
Oh,
right?
okay. His roll was a 62.
That's a hit. So you take a hit in the back of the head. It doesn't do any damage to you whatsoever. But you're definitely pissed off. What else?
Puny monsters.
That's all the chat stuff I see.
That's it. Yep, in his collar. Hiding under the dumpster, takes the command to heart. Destroy these interlopers and attempts to scurry up and over the leg. Bagel, stop messing with my dice. She's trying to roll my dice. Nearest monster at inner thigh. Oh, geez. Bagel, stop. Here, I'm going to roll them, okay?
What's your cat's name? Bagel?
My cat's name is Bagel, yes.
Okay.
That's what she looks like when she sleeps.
Hello, Bagel.
She looks like a bagel.
Bagels.
Back off. A pizza bagel, I would definitely. If somebody spilled pizza on my cat, I would take a nibble. I'm just saying.
Or put teriyaki on it.
Oh, jeez. Bagel, they're talking about eating you. So, anyway. Yeah. Okay, so the one big monster does get a hit to the inner thigh, takes a little bit of damage. Okay, so two more big monsters coming up. Hulk and Box, you two are the major aggressors. So, Box, you're going to take a grapple, but it kind of like, it's like more like leaning on you than anything else. So it's more of a strength to get it off. It's not an actual wrestling hold.
Okay.
Hulk, you've actually been picked up and grabbed. There's a partial hold on you. So the hold is actually under your arms. There she goes.
Okay.
There she goes. You get those dice. You get those dice.
There you go.
So, yeah, partial hold. Oops, she rolled it. Let's see what she got. Actually going after it. Okay, there it is. Give me that back. She got a 50. Okay, so for crying out loud, yeah. So your arms are totally free to do whatever you want to do.
Gotcha.
After that, we've just got the little bad guys up. We're gonna have two bad guys, two of the smaller bad guys.
I might have some bad news for them.
Yeah, they get launched up to the top of the building. So Punisher, you now have one bad guy standing in front of you, and Rats and Dog, plus Crow, if you're still out there, Raven, standing right there, going after you guys. They look at the two rocket launchers like targets. So 81 on the Punisher. That is a full grapple. Literally has you in a full hold, like just by your biceps, and lifts you straight up in the air. And as for the Rats, damn. Oh, okay, that's a 64. 64 with an electrical generation bolt. Oh, geez, door's open. I forgot my door's open. I don't need my kids waking up. Remember that Children of the Corn shining moment? Okay. So, oh, geez, you guys are looking at my nipples.
Damn sexy nipples too.
That's right. I noticed that Dave's desk lifted a couple inches off the ground. So you guys, so the rats, literally, like you guys have to scatter, and the rats' rocket launcher short-circuited out. As for you guys, top of the order, let's resolve Punisher first. And rats and dog, tell me what you guys are going to do.
So is this just a human holding me?
No. This is an Atlantean.
An Atlantean. Am I in range for my reaction to this to be just kick him in the nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's holding.
Or is it too big?
Oh no!
Okay, I
literally.
just wasn't sure how big in relative size.
They're man.
Okay, that's what I. Okay, perfect. I want to nut shot him.
No, okay, roll the hit. That's fighting. And yes, Scott Burton.
84.
A rocking beard. In fact, you can use martial arts B for that because it is striking. So monstrous fighting, 84 you got?
Yes.
Oh, that's going to be a red.
If no, just a bit outside. If you want to
How
spend
much
3
outside?
karma.
It's close.
3,
enough.
perfect.
You want to spend 3 karma?
I've still got 18 karma.
Nice. Okay.
So,
It should
yeah.
actually be 20. It should actually be 20 because you have to spend a minimum of 10. And since it's after the fact 20, but whatever. You're not going to be using this character for long, right?
All right. I have no more karma.
Kicking the nuts. It gets a 66. It gets stunned for a round. It's just, oh, my job. And it lets you go. Like it lets you go just enough that you're able to wiggle.
Ooh, right in the guppies.
Am I able to still make one shot?
Yes.
All right. I would like to pull my pistol, put it right under his chin, and fire.
Roll agility. And your agility with your gun skill is remarkable, but you're gonna have +2 because this guy isn't going anywhere. So
83.
83 under amazing, I believe, is the exact same thing.
Yeah.
No, close enough. Okay, so that is a stun. He fails the stun 10 rounds. 10 rounds. So literally just 2 shots under the chin. He just drops, like he hits head first and then his shoulders hit afterwards.
Time to have a fish fry.
Right on the practically on the edge. I'm gonna say he falls down.
That's what. Yeah. Next round, I was gonna flip him over. So
and he goes all the way down. But there's still the rats. So anybody see what the rats here? Oh, Raven's still here.
They're doing all kind of weird
Ice
stuff.
picks one monster in the eye with my beak for a 62. Nice.
There's a duck entering the fray.
What is happening?
What?
That's just ducking crazy.
Whoa. No, I didn't say there were ducks. That we didn't have an opportunity where there were ducks showing up, all right? Unless somebody's spending karma for that.
Yeah, Underwood, can they spend 30 karma to have
have an evil
That's
duck?
where I draw the line.
Ducks.
Okay, so okay, Raven, you actually take the eye out of this thing. You decide left or right. Stabbed at one point, my knife, he pulls the knife back out. For Ashgard. You get it? For Ashgard.
Yes.
Okay. 87 is a hit.
Where did the raven come? Was that one of Scarecrow's crows? Is that what?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
One decided
Just
to
started following us around.
Yeah, to stick around. Okay.
Creeping around. It's probably a spy.
Ash is like
He quotes
Dr.
Poe
Dolittle.
constantly.
So
Nevermore.
on fire.
Mystery Mutt actually gets a kill result on the on this thing. Herald the duck. It's not Destroyer Duck. So anybody who knows that one, kudos, brownie points.
It's Darkwing Duck.
It actually hits with the femoral artery. So this thing is actually bleeding out at this point. Whatever the
Mystery Mutt did that?
equivalent is. Yes, he had the knife. He had Punisher's combat knife there.
Man.
Mystery Mutt's going to cost us our karma pool.
Yeah. I never liked that.
You're fine.
Where did he was from the sewers, right? He was like a bums mutt. Yeah.
Yes.
Started following us. Yeah.
Yes. So
Weird.
next up, what do we have? We have Rogue Hulk or Fox.
So go ahead.
I'll jump in there real quick. Hey, time for a shocking development here. And I let loose with a massive discharge over 2 areas, amazing electrical damage.
Oh, so just in the water?
Yes. I don't
Okay.
know how you want to rule that because it's in the water, but it's electrical.
There is 0 resistance in the so total conductivity in the water. So
Especially in salt
And they're
water.
fish, man. Don't they have that fish thing that they do with the electrical thing so they can see and navigate? Totally.
Sounds right. Yeah,
Yeah.
That sounds right. Yeah.
They communicate through electrical impulses in the water.
Well, that's how they control the fish, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
sure. A whole bunch of monsters actually wound up getting electrocuted. You actually just did a really, really good thing. So
Also, the
pretty much-
fishing industry is probably going to be out of
Yeah,
work.
there was absolutely no need to try and get away from the grapple.
yeah, right. No, these things are no, even the fish themselves. Since this is spread out so far, it's just going to shock the hell out of it. So a bunch of fish do, come up to the surface, but after like let's see, 10 plus 3, so 13 rounds, those fish are going to be like, what am I doing up here? I'm not going belly up.
Somebody disrupted our electrical communications.
Right? So
I can only do that every other round.
sway. So who's next? Is it? Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
So Rogue or Hulk?
All right.
Yeah,
so
go for it, man.
Hulk got distracted by a bunch of stuff. Somebody stunned him and threw a thing at his face.
Oh no, you're more focused.
Now he's grabbed, right? Like he's all.
Yes, you've been picked up and you're holding on to him like what?
Hulk's gonna Hulk smash, and he's just gonna like bring double fist right down on whatever passes for this thing's wrist.
So you do a Shatner double axe handle?
Yeah, just brings it right down.
All right. Make your roll under incredible.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. That's a 31. Is just barely a green. All right.
Whatever. Green works. That's
Green works. All it takes.
Everybody around hears a very audible crack as this thing's wrist just splinters.
It's a lot of damage focused in one small area.
Yeah, like they say, the smaller the striking surface, the deeper the penetration.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Oh my God.
Nerdarchy after dark.
I guess so. There's a needle dip comment there somewhere, Doug. So okay, so this thing literally drops you. So you fall into the water, but next round, amazing 50 strength, amazing 50 fighting, and shift Y200 strength. So
Yeah.
All right, so where are we at with the non-kaiju? Is there still like masses of Atlantean soldiers on the
Yes.
ground?
oh yeah, but on the grounds, no. They haven't reached the ground yet, and they're still
Oh,
in the water, so they're
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm going to get one of the giant fishing nets and fly and try to net as many of them as I can up.
okay. First,
And then
do your,
swing it around and throw it out to sea. Yeah, I'll make my psyche roll and I'll spend karma because I want to fight it. 41, that's going to be another
Gonna be a doozy.
50 karma. So my intention is to get a net, scoop as many of them as I can up, and then swing around while I'm flying in the air and just throw them out to sea.
I'll say you find plenty of fishing nets out there in this fishing district. So
All right.
you grab it.
We talk about incursioning on your land, man. This is the surface world. Go on back to Atlantis. Letting the Moor deal with you.
Oh, Raven eats the eye. That's just disgusting.
That's
Yes, Mr.
that's a bird
420
too, man.
spot. Y. Shift Y 200.
Because he's gotta.
I'm not gonna lie. I've eaten an eyeball myself, a goat's eyeball.
Goats have
So
weird eyeballs.
I've eaten some weird eyeballs.
So
No,
goats have weird eyeballs.
Oh yeah, they
yeah,
do.
goats.
Okay.
Apparently, Dave did a lot of research on goats recently.
I've dissected 2 cow's eyeballs. They're fun.
Why? Why are you
Science
dissecting?
class.
Just for fun.
Science class.
Army
no,
torture
no.
techniques.
Yeah. So, what do you call it? You should see my collection in the woodshed. What do you call it? I don't know how to have a woodshed in an apartment building. High-rise. So that's the end of that particular round. That, by the way, that big monster is still up with a broken wrist. It's still up, but it's not using that hand anytime soon. The other monster still has you in the hold. You were able to do damage to a bunch of things, but that huge behemoth didn't actually. In fact, let me just resolve that right now. It's going to take the damage, but it didn't let go of you or anything. And it's still going to do the same thing. I guess the shock was enough. It's going to try and grapple you again, but like with a 29, it's just more like fumbling with your face and all that. So it can't really do anything. I guess you see it actually shaking a little.
Oh, no.
The discharge that you did. The other monster that Hulk broke his wrist is going to step on the Hulk.
Bring it.
It's brought.
It's broughton.
It's just in the green. So you are going to take. We're actually going to get some damage for freaking big guys now. Most of the stuff has just been brushed off. You are going to take 25 points of damage.
All right. I will write it on my paper and note it. 25.
All right. Whoa. What's going on? Geez, falling debris.
Yeah, falling on kids. And
So
you guys spend the karma for
they're
that?
screaming at mommy and daddy, and then the bald man waved his hand and stopped it midair. They are not to perish today. He rolled a 56.
That's awesome.
Really is
Now
a whole
Mystery
other
Mutt's
game that
performing
goes on here.
CPR on somebody.
Nice.
This dog
Not on the
is-
baby, 'cause, yeah.
Yeah, there's like a whole other separate game going on. Just check it. I'm glad we can provide this live chat for you guys to play a game while we.
No, seriously, like absolutely zero disparagement whatsoever. That's one of the problems in the comic books is that you'll see all this big damage and whatnot, and you just see people like, running away. It's like, they're actually going to be casualties in this, right?
Mhm.
So it's great to actually see what goes, like even in the comic books, you barely get to see that. So this warms my heart.
I would like to see Mystery Mutt's certification for his CPR.
Yeah,
No joke.
I mean,
I just want to see it being done.
for the skills this dog has, I'm surprised he was just living in the sewer up until like a couple days ago.
You'd
What a
think
bum.
there's some job that
Yeah.
you could get, right? Like,
I don't know how a dog is giving CPR. Like they got the big, things on the jaws and everything.
So maybe it's a mutant.
It could be like a Morlock.
Isn't he like a
dog.
basset hound or something like that?
I don't know what
It is
kind
a
of
basset hound, yeah.
Is it?
Bloodhound, yeah.
I always just picture a German Shepherd for some reason.
Child wakes up and starts suffocating because he's allergic to dogs. This is good.
Wow.
yeah, this is dark. This is super dark.
Oh,
Escalated quickly, man.
But at least it got away from the waterworks a little bit.
Like
That's
an
true.
entropy needle or something like that. He's got
They saved that for Travis.
Can I have an EpiPen dart in one of my guns and shoot the kid with it?
An EpiPen. It's an EpiPen bullet.
we undoubtedly have a first aid kit. So
Armor piercing.
Tonight's game almost feels like they're playing and we're participating in that.
Yeah.
we're support.
It's like,
We're keeping all these big monsters away from them.
yeah,
they can
yeah,
have the game.
so they can play out this
So
drama.
the human
I love this.
tragedy and drama can play out.
So
And
Atuma's going to get up and go after Rogue. Wrong answer. So he tries to summon you down and it doesn't work. And you notice he's got he's holding on to a conch shell in
Okay.
his left hand.
Get out of my head, Tuma.
By the way, guys,
Get into my
kudos
car.
to the extreme to freaking Brandon for showing the Atuma. I always send pictures to Brandon so he could show up these pictures. I didn't send a picture of Atuma to Brandon. He literally just went out and found this on his own, did the whole backdrop and everything. Like he's doing this stuff live, seat of his pants. Freaking golf clap in the chat for Brandon, dude.
And Bill adds guest last minutes for Brandon to figure out too for the overlays.
Yes.
So is that conch shell something Rogue noticed or everybody did?
Oh no, you are noticing very specifically this.
Okay.
Nobody else is focusing on Natuma. You are.
Okay.
Not an EpiPen bullet, just an EpiPen. He could throw the EpiPen.
Yeah, it's like a dart gun, but it has anaphylactic.
It doesn't have to be a freaking dart gun. Anyway,
Right. Bazooka.
maybe
Yeah.
he throws it, the syringe gets in, and he throws a rock
bazooka.
behind it to make the actual needle go down.
Yeah.
Anyway, so power stunt to do that, right? So it is your guys' turn right now. Top of the order, whoever wants to go.
Well, I'm gonna try to get that conch shell and knock it out of his hand.
Okay, make your psyche.
I got a 94 that time, so I think that's good, right? What am I rolling on? Feeble?
No, you're rolling it typical, but you have to get in the red.
Oh, okay, then I need to spend basically, let's see. Why am I 12?
Okay. So
So I made that, and I'm gonna try to basically just. Do I want to grab it? No, I'm just gonna try to knock it out of his hand.
you're gonna knock it out of his hand. Okay.
Hey.
Rogue always leads with her jaw, so it's literally.
That shit.
He really does. Okay, so roll to hit, I guess.
Was it fighting?
Yes.
All right. 96. I think your fighting's only good though, so that's
It is.
the yellow.
Sucks. Okay, that's still a slam. So
This is where you should have went for the grab on the conch shell.
I know.
That would have been a break.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go to hit him, and he takes the shot. Or he takes the punch, but he moves the conch shell behind him, and yeah, it's about to be a fight. So you
Wait,
do
so
the
I spent karma to get in the red, and I didn't succeed.
you did. You punched him. You punched him hard, but he got an 81 to resist your,
Oh, okay.
your stun attack.
Gotcha.
The stun that would have followed.
All right.
But no, like it's one, like I was just about to say, it's one of those punches that like it echoes. You know, everybody else is like,
So it's like the sonic boom thing.
wow, not quite, but yeah, people hear it. Who wants to go next?
So do we see him or see Rogue fighting with Atuma?
Yes, but you still got this big beast on you.
Yeah, he's right near me. I'm just gonna wail on him. I think that's the best move.
Him?
It.
Oh, okay, the monster. Okay.
Yeah. Matter of fact, what am I? I'm at shift Y.
Hey Brandon, why the old picture of Box? I sent you updated pictures of Box.
Yeah, it's been the old one. We let it slide.
Oh, I didn't even know. That's like the first version of Box. That's literally Box.
Yeah, that's Roger Botch's. Absolutely is. So I guess I'm gonna just I'm gonna wrap my hair, try and wrap my arms around this thing's neck and just squeeze.
Okay.
That is an 89. That is going to be in the red.
Yeah, under Shift Y, forget about it. Okay. So you've got this, this thing like this, and just you start squeezing, and plus you didn't choose to grow any taller. So
Nope.
You're lifting up and just trying to front face.
I do have elongation.
Yes.
So I just wrap my arms right around his neck and just
And actually like anaconda him.
yeah.
Nice. Okay. So he actually starts getting, his brownish green skin starts actually turning blue, like the face. And you see it start getting puffy around the neck.
I'm like, the sun's going down, big guy.
I just took my wife to see Thor Ragnarok on Saturday night. She loved it. That scene is just
Well, it's a great movie.
such a
I haven't
great
seen
film.
it.
Jeez. Okay, so he's going down this round. Jeez.
So can we tell Rogue's going after the conch shell specifically?
No, you guys can't see that.
Okay.
No,
just stack
Brandon, look in the private messages that I sent you.
I'll just stack whoever's closest to me then.
Okay. Sorry. I'm literally doing too many things at one time. Doug, what photos are you sending to the RPG? Okay. Okay, so Fraginator, yes, you can see the conch shell. Absolutely. And you've got your sniper rifle. And you are the Punisher. Fraginator?
Yeah, sorry, it just kicked me out. I had to log back in.
Oh, sorry.
What I missed?
You can see the conch shell, and you have a sniper rifle, and you are the Punisher.
Okay, so 2 shots still, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, first
you
one.
can get +4 to hit by taking 1 aimed shot.
What's a +4 to hit? Like just 4 points?
So instead,
Or is that like a
actually, it's more like +20 points. So instead of shooting at Remarkable, you would shoot at Unearthly.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, I'll do that. So Uber aim shot 89.
89 under Unearthly. Makes it in the red. The conch shell shatters. And Rogue says, she has a Tim Allen moment. Okay. But and that's actually kind of perfect. Jim, you still have to go, right?
Hulk still has to go. So I guess last time he smashed the wrist.
Well, right now there's a giant foot on top of you.
And there's a big foot. Yes. All right. So I'm gonna try to can I grab a hold of the foot from underneath it and then thrash and throw it down in the sand?
Make a grapple.
All right. 77.
77 under Shift Y, but I believe that you're -2 because this thing is effing huge. Trying to grapple with something so much
that just puts me at Unearthly.
Yes, you're only have Unearthly.
If only. Jeez.
And what did you roll?
77.
77. Okay, that's a partial hold, which makes sense. You've got a foot. So now strength roll to actually slam this thing down with your partial hold.
Right. Here we go.
Under Shift Y. So you just need to get in the green because you're ridiculously strong right now.
Yeah, I got in the yellow for that bad boy.
Yes.
46.
Alamode, baby. Little Alamode. Boom. Bubbles come out. Okay, this thing will actually slam on the ground. Boom, like this water splashes huge everywhere as this thing lands on its side. Whoa, what am I hearing? Spirit animals? Oh. I'm looking at too many chats. Everybody's looking at too many chats. Okay, so take the child character hostage. Oh my God, the chat is nuts. So next up, we're going to start with Atuma. Atuma is going to take the sword, and your body armor is amazing. And this is more than 10 rounds later, so you have lost all of the pyromaniac stuff. All of Ash's abilities. So you're back to normal Rogue.
Just straight up Rogue. Rogue has incredible body armor, by the way. It's not amazing.
Yes. And well, it was more when you took the monsters.
Oh, yeah, right.
So
that was amazing. Yeah.
So yeah, the incredible, you're gonna take 5. There we go, 35 points of damage. And
so
it's just a green, so no
slashed at me with a sword.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're shocked at, oh, I'm free.
Nice. Is it my turn?
It will be in a moment.
Okay.
Next up will be, let's see, with Jim, the monster is just going to have to try and get back up. It's like slipping because its foot hurts from you having grappled it, and its wrist is broken. So it's trying to favor that risk and get back up and everything. That's its round. And Dave, this thing has been on you for so long. I'm giving it a +1 to grapple you. 54. That is in the yellow. It's got a partial hold on you. So it's grabbed onto your right arm, and it's hugging your right arm and trying to pull you in closer.
Okay, so it's not trying to break the grapple?
What grapple?
I've got it grappled around the throat.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that you grappled it too. Sorry, my bad. There we go. Yes, it will actually instead use that to try and break the grapple. So break free. Boom, 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 boom. Escaping. It's a standard escape. Okay, because it's in the yellow. So it's a standard escape. So it just, boom, and it gets your arms off, and nothing else for. Actually, there's Okay, there's still the last What happened to that last monster that got its eye bit out by Raven? Did that thing die?
Probably. There's all kind of weird stuff going on.
So much going on.
I'm going to say that it's still up.
There was random squirrels throwing acorns.
But there were no squirrels.
Yeah, evil ducks.
Bill has no control over anything in this.
You've lost it, man.
No, there are no squirrels. 42. So I'm going to say a standard hit Punisher. You're going to take 20 points of damage from a sword slash. A spear slash. The thing kind of goes into your thigh, your left thigh. You're fine. You've been hit worse by your grandmother.
There's paparazzi taking photos of what's going on.
That I'm cool with. It's like since broadcast isn't here.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
We're gonna take a hit for sure. The popularity.
Hey, this isn't us, man.
So, what do you? So now it's back over to you guys' turn.
So is Atuma still atop this beast?
Oh no, he fell down.
And he's swimming?
Yes. Which, by the way, his swimming is like he might as well be floating in the water.
Yeah, I mean, he's...
Yeah, total body freedom. Water.
And then, where are we at with like the just minions? Is there a lot of those, or?
No, you don't have to worry about those for another like more than 10 rounds.
Okay, and I just scrolled down on this sheet, and it's is this legal? It says with Rogue, she's able to temporarily pull up other powers she had previously come in contact with. Most of them are X-Men's.
I don't know what that means.
It says after a complication where their powers resulted in her being able to pull up any power or personality she had previously come in contact with, she could channel powers that she had gained for a brief time.
Absolutely.
Then I'm gonna let loose with an optic blast on from the sky, man.
I'm surprised that this thing. So I got to see the thing that you're using because
it was from Classic Marvel Forever.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So
the Classic Marvel Files is really good. They got a lot of stuff over there.
Ben Reilly's for the character sheets, for the actual character write-ups, is better. They still
really?
Over there, yeah. Even though it's Angel Fire. But that's awesome that they actually have that on there. Yes, so you could do an amazing 50 blast.
Yep. So I don't know where Scott is, but this one's for you, buddy. And that is a 72.
Okay. 72 using your agility.
Well, it's a force attack. I looked up Cyclops, and that's with the force thing. So that would be a bullseye.
Sweet. Okay, so where exactly do you want to hit?
I want to hit Atuma and just blast him with it.
Which part of his body?
The chest.
You can hit the shell if you want it. The hand with the shell.
Didn't Punisher hit it?
Punisher already destroyed the shell.
Yeah.
You can hit him like directly in the face, in the neck, whatever.
I think the chest is good. Just blast him down.
So dead in the chest.
Make him go skipping like a rock across the water. That's how we did it down in Mississippi.
Louisiana.
No, it says she's from Mississippi. I'm just going off here, but wherever she's from. Down south.
It says that she's from Mississippi?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like this is canon. I would trust you over the random website.
It always talks about the bayou, man. Louisiana, right?
It's just like we used to skip rocks down in the Delta.
So maybe she is from Mississippi.
I don't know.
They might be right. I'm sure they looked it up. I'm just going off the top of my head. So my ego isn't that big. What are they doing with counterattacks? Don't just put little tiny things in the chat. I can't read the entire chat. What else is going on in there? So who else? Who else is next? Hulk. You are now up to shift D strength and monster 75 fighting.
Right. Okay. So the kaiju I was fighting is what, down in the ground?
He's just now standing up.
All right. I'm gonna put an end to this and see if I can't crack one of his knees, and then just if I don't know how many attacks I get, but I'm just gonna like punch my way up to the face.
With your fighting at where it's at right now, if you roll your fighting and you get a green, you get 3 attacks this round.
Nice. And
That's just Hulk going.
It's it
through the
monstrous, my fighting now. Yeah.
You're monstrous fighting.
Yeah, I'm just like, I was down by the feet. I'm just going to like, bam, 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 work my way up.
So 21 or higher, and you're good.
I know what's making these guys so upset.
Oh, 99 for my fighting roll.
Nice.
Okay.
You're gonna be getting 3 attacks.
I have to house rule this.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that all 3 of those attacks are in the red. So all 3 of those attacks are stunners. So
Nice.
just tell me which 3 parts of his body you want to hit.
We go knee, chest, face.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like you're practically punching and climbing with the same punch.
Yeah, you know the thing the Hulk does when he like bounces up a building.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He just
did that to him.
To the thing, to the monster.
There are huge cracks with every hit. And then I'm even going to say that as he's falling down, because like reds for your multiple attacks roll, you're literally just, if anybody's seen the Planet Hulk comic where he goes after Silver Surfer, or if you saw the Planet Hulk animated movie where it's Beta Ray Thor instead, or if you watch Thor Ragnarok where it's Thor instead, he's just boom, 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 boom. You literally are like a one-man dog pile. Just there's no place for this thing to move, and you turn this thing into practical jelly.
I bet the water is really gross right now.
Yeah, you're actually making the oil slicks look attractive.
It's lousy with kaiju juice.
It's not kaiju juice.
Somebody should carve it up and sell it.
Well, Hunts Point is, the fish market capital of the world next to like Japan or something.
Is it really?
Yeah, doesn't everybody knows that? Come on, man.
I told you guys that when I started talking to you about Hunts Point.
Everybody knows that.
So, Dave, you're last.
All right, so I got this monster that's still dicking around with me, and I still have it. So I am just shift X flight speed. Yeah, I'm just going straight up.
He broke free of your.
Oh, he broke free. Yeah, son of a monkey's. What do I have to do to grab him and fly into the air?
Grab and fly.
All right,
multiple attacks. That would have to be a multiple attack.
Okay, well, 79 for multiple attacks of what is that?
Your fighting is amazing, so you got to get in the yellow. So 79 does it. Okay, you get your 2 attacks.
All right, I'm going to add karma to this because I want to make sure I grab him. That's a 66 to grab him, which is just a grapple, I guess.
Yeah, under that's a partial hold for your strength.
That's all I need. We're going up. Shift Z. I'm just going to put this thing in space, I think.
Put him in orbit.
Going into orbit is at least going to take another round because, slipping into or like breaking the escape velocity is something entirely different.
That's fine. I've got time.
Camera.
If he wants to try and break free, he can.
Oh, he's not going to like the fall.
He's boned either way.
So you're going to leave him in orbit?
I think so, yeah.
That's awesome.
That doesn't really kill monsters anyway. We'll just be hanging out up there.
Literally. Excuse me, trying to gnaw on some Russian satellites.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it the Inhumans problem.
Did I go this round?
Storyline. Oh. So, okay, the last one up is the Punisher. The Frag.
All right. So, Zerift Gaming is attempting to take the little kid hostage, but I have this guy on me that just stabbed me with a sword, correct?
That's right.
Can I try to, Sparta kick him off the roof and then take a shot at the guy trying to take the kid? Just one shot?
Using your fighting, make a multiple attacks roll, and yes, you can.
Yeah, okay. Man, go Punisher.
So 94.
Okay, so what exactly do you want to do? Just describe it.
I just want to kick the guy, even if he doesn't fall off the roof. I don't care. I just want him out of the way so that okay.
He's falling off the roof.
And then shoot the. He said either a small monster or one of the Asgardian type things. I'm not
Also,
sure
you
which
can't just
one
shoot him.
he
You actually do a
chose.
combat roll and come up on your knees and do a boo, 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 Delta style.
Do the Mozambique trio.
Yeah.
Pop, pop, pop. Two in the chest, one in the head.
Oh man, I thought that was Italian
Ju-
style. Whatever.
Jump off the building and squirrel suit over to him. No.
Scroll suit over to the nice. That would be awesome. That would be freaking awesome. Okay. Yeah, you take the shots and just make your agility to hit.
Ooh. Oh, no, never mind. That's the other way around. 69. I thought it was a 96 at first.
69. Okay. Those are 3 hits, and actually in remarkable that makes it into yellow. So yeah, those bullets slam right into him and he just drops. This thing drops. The child is like, mommy, and the mommy comes running up. Oh, my baby. Runs away.
I just want to say I like percentile dice way better than D20s.
You know, you got a better chance of actually doing something.
Oh, there's a bigger swing. So.
Yeah. Plus, this chart is so much more narrative. You know what I'm saying?
And colorful.
That's colorful too, but it's so much more narrative. Seriously, like what do you call it? You think about the Star Wars dice are the only thing that's more narrative than this. This tells you if you got stunned,
And only if you're creative.
kills, whatever. So what do you have there? Okay, all the monsters have pretty much been damaged except for Atuma. That is you right now, Doug.
I'll follow up my optic blast and just rack it down, try to engage him in a fisticuffs.
Okay, roll for your hit.
All right. Ooh, 76. That's got to be pretty good, right? It is in the yellow.
Okay, so that's another slam, but he avoids it. He avoids the stagger. You hit him. He's going to turn around and go to hit you back.
Man, what's the deal here, dude?
He's tough. That's what it is.
No, I mean I'm saying that to him.
Oh, gotcha. 89. He just misses the red by 2 lousy points. Lucky you, but
What's
it's
your
still
beef?
a slam. So
What's your beef, bro?
Your endurance is what? Incredible?
Hey, probably.
Is that incredible or remarkable? I think
Yes, it is remarkable.
it's remarkable. Okay, so you have to make a roll to resist.
61, which is green.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, no, it's good. Her endurance. Oh, that's low. So it's still in the green.
Are you sure her endurance is only good?
That's what it is on here. I was a little surprised myself. These
Doesn't
stats
make a
seem
lot of
weird.
sense. Okay, if that's the case, then that's an impossible feat. So you are automatically slammed. So you're gonna go flying back 30 feet.
Okay.
So you go flying, and what happens here?
Does he say anything when I ask him what the deal is?
No, he's just you will all die. You will all yield before Atuma. I now have Hulk and Punisher who can make a move against this guy.
All right. No other enemies
Too
around
bad
except
Cap's
this
not
guy.
here.
Hulk's gonna is a tomb on the ground or in the water or
He's in the water, but they're I'm going to say they're like doing this on top of one of the unconscious monsters.
Gotcha. All right. I'm gonna bound over to him and see if I can't sock him one.
Your fighting is now up to unearthly.
Jeez.
And you maintain Shift X strength.
Gotcha. 49 for my fighting. Well, that's a
49 makes it in the yellow.
Makes it
So
in
that's
the yellow.
a slam. He gets slammed. He goes back. So he goes back a full area. Boom! And he slides. He's right at the edge of the monster, and he goes to try and stand back up. It is your move beforehand, and you'll be able to go again next round, Doug. So, Jim, your fighting is at Shift X now.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, who wants to arm wrestle?
He's standing up and turning around. You want to go, or you want to roll for initiative?
Yeah, if I've got another go, I'll.
Yeah, because he's stunned.
I'm gonna follow up.
Is Hulk fighting a Tuma?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Hulk left over there.
Did you say we go at the same time?
Next round.
Oh,
Yes.
let's do the double punch next round.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try like hold him down and wait for Rogue to leave an opening for Rogue while I come in and smash him.
Oh, so you're just gonna grapple him? Okay, go for it.
Oh, nice.
Grapple's a strength or a fighting?
Yep.
No.
So it's Shift Z.
Shift Z. I rolled.
Try not to get a 3 or lower.
I was gonna say I rolled an 18. So
18
that's green.
18 actually still misses. Yeah. So you kind of like fumble with him and whatnot.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah, I forgot you actually green doesn't hit for grappling. Okay, so you get him up enough, but Rogue, you are now up.
All right, I'm gonna rack it in, and as I'm flying, I say, next time you think about invading the surface world, why don't you have delicious Hostess fruit pie instead? They're a tasty, what is it? They're a sweet delight in every bite. And I'll
The ode to Travis.
as he's holding them, I'll just racket punch right at him. I'm gonna spend karma because I don't want to miss it.
In your earpieces, everybody hears "Hell yeah!"
And that is a 62, and I will spend karma to push it up to. Let's see.
Still a green.
Yeah, I know, but it seems like unless I get a red, jack happens. So I'm gonna spend 36 karma to make it red.
Okay. All right. He goes down. Boom. And as Hulk lets him go, as she kind of slides out of his arms, he rolls over onto his back and looks up at you guys and says, "I'll be back."
And we'll be waiting.
He's holding on to the he grabs onto some of the leathery flesh of the behemoth and throws himself away. So he launched himself into the water, and you just see like a dart, boom, under the water. Okay, so Tuma ain't sticking around. So, fine, you guys let him go. Sweet. Okay.
I'm
just
putting a monster in orbit, so
That's right. So you eventually come back down. Hey, what happened to a Tuma? This guy up there, man.
just do. Hey,
I was going to put a Tuma up there too. See how long they can hold their breath for. Okay.
Can I launch a torpedo?
You need a sub.
I mean, can we chase him? I mean, if you just said
Worth
he
a
just
shot.
got away. I mean,
If you want to, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what we.
Like, this is on you guys.
Everybody gets one
Walk away.
round to think of what you want to do, or to actually do what you're going to do.
Hulk's confused why someone would run from a fight, and it's just, huh?
I will.
Oh, you're
Power
up to
stunt.
Shift Y fighting and Shift Z strength this round.
Jeez.
I'll use my action to fly after him, grab him, throw him up in the air.
You're not
and
as fast as him. Your flight speed is not as fast as his swimming speed.
so there's nothing I can do.
Well, I didn't say that. So you're flying after him, and he's outpacing you. What does everybody else want to do?
I want to. Well, how about my fly speed?
Your flight speed is faster.
So I will fly after him and then just dive into the water after him, try and get him.
Okay, you get a grapple roll.
All right.
Actually, you can even do a grabbing if you want, because you're still at supersize, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's pretty. Well, it's still a grapple. It's just I can do it one-handed, basically.
Which is a grab.
Yeah. All right, I will add karma. I don't want him to get away.
Jeez.
Good thing I did too, because I rolled a 44. I mean, it's still off of strength.
That's actually fine though, because it's a grab, or it's a take. But okay, grab. You want actually in the yellow for full grab. You rolled a 44, 54. Give me 12 karma. That's it. You're good. You got in the yellow. So you fully got a total hold on him. He's just like,
Okay.
No, my destiny is to rule the surface and the sea.
Hey, buddy, maybe next time, eh?
Hey. What is this stupid accent you have? Oh my god!
And I just imagine like Jeffrey's talks more like a mechanic anyway. You know, like real blue collar.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I would imagine too.
I'm gonna grab the kid that's not breathing and the mother, throw him in my van, and rush to the hospital since there's nothing I can do in the water.
That is actually perfect since the Punisher would never stick around anyway. Okay, awesome. All right.
This guy's going to the vault.
So you will hold on to him, and you'll bring him to Code Blue shows up on the scene. They got their guns trained on you guys, but then they see the much larger threat, and they eventually calm down. But the Hulk.
You mean the Hulk?
The Hulk is eventually gonna be like, yeah. They look like military to me, and
puny humans.
Flies back, leaps back to New Mexico with Class 3000 ability. What happens? Shoot. So at this point, I know that Doug, you should get 150 karma.
Okay.
For your contributions to the game, dude. Nice. I think you played the character really freaking well. Like I don't think I've seen the comics play Rogue as good as you're playing Rogue. Dave,
Yeah, you really make a great sassy Southerner lady.
Thank you kindly, sugar.
See, that's a little bit of a turn on, isn't it?
Especially with the beard and song and
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No, you put a mop on his head and turn him around and like.
Oh, this went to a bad place.
After that, baby. So, what do you call it? Dave, your knowledge of Box and Alpha Flight in general, off the charts. I'd forgotten that he could grow. I totally forgot that he could grow like that. So I'm going to give you 200 karma. That was awesome. Plus your ability to have taken out all those guys in the sea like that was pretty freaking phenomenal. Fragginator and Jim Davis. Jim, I know that you're a busy SOB, so it is what it is. But
It is what it is.
if you ever want to do a what do you call it? A speaking role, by all means, just let Dave know. I will send a script and he will, bounce it over to you.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Have a speaking role in one of the outros. I don't actually have an outro for today, guys. Sorry, but I try to build up the because I've only got one person. What was it? Underwoods, I think. Anyway, I only got one person who won the contest recently, so I will do the speaking role for next week, I presume. Anyway, but Fragginator, 100%. Everybody's got your contact, and you've already done a speaking role before, right?
I have not.
Oh, wow. I thought you did. Okay.
No.
Either way, you're doing one anyway. So
Well, thank
I
you.
will absolutely send that script over to you. I think you have my email address. Just shoot it to me again, please. And just be like, hey,
Will do.
roll. After that, the chat is going to need karma. So, Dave, how much karma do you think the chat gets? Anywhere between 5 and 25.
I'm gonna give them 25 for playing their own game.
All right, Doug, what do you think? Between 5 and 25.
I'm gonna give him 25 just for like the cool plot twists, man. Like the Watcher, the kids in danger, and all that. I thought that was really fun.
It's badass. Frags, how much karma between 5 and 25 should the chat get?
I'm usually in the chat, so 25, man.
I knew it. I was going to say that if you didn't.
But I mean, if I got to do it individually, though, I would have to split it 5 ways with 5 points each.
Oh, no. It goes all across the board, 25 total. Flux Capacitor 007. This is a weekly game that we play. We play it every Monday at 8 o'clock New York and Toronto time on this channel. So, yeah. And then Jim Davis, between 5 and 25 for the chat.
Just remember, they're going to be able to use this as biological ammunition against your buddy, your pal Travis.
I mean, absolutely. It seems like they needed more karma, right? So let's give them a cool 100, and all of us go down on 25. It was a great demented Disney movie, I think, that was going on in the chat, like all the animals and shit. Yeah, you guys need way more karma to mess with the players.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Brandon gave him 25 as well.
There you go.
Oh, good.
Come
Okay.
on.
Awesome. So 125 karma for the chat. Now, I need to know who is the MVP in the chat this week. This is going to be a real tough one, right?
That's hard.
The MVP, guys, mind you, is the guy the person who will also be given a speaking role. If you win the MVP this week, make sure you send an email to nerdarchy@gmail.com. That will be to Dave, and Dave will transfer the email over to me, and then I will tell you when I will send you a script, and you will do and literally just pick up your phone and just speak the words into the phone and then send me the file. That's good enough. Just make sure you email it to me. Okay, so Fraginator, who do you think the MVP should be?
There's 5 that I noticed, but only one of them I don't remember seeing before, so I'm going to go with Mike G.
Mike G? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he just laughed at you too. All right. Mike G. So I got one from Mike G. And Dave.
I was also going Mike G. I've seen him over and over again and over in the chat.
Oh, okay. Doug.
I'm gonna go for Mike G too because of the same reasons, and also he contacted me off game to just say how much fun he was enjoying and that he's gonna bust out his old Marvel stuff and play some more himself. So I think that's really cool that we got him to play some Marvel Face Rip. So he gets my vote. And welcome to the game also because it's his first time joining us.
Absolutely. Oh, make sure you swing by Comic Book University where tuition is always free.
Shameless plug.
Jim Davis.
I'm going to be contrarian, and I think my vote's going to have to go to Mr. 420 Spy for the Watcher cameo.
Oh, I forgot about that.
The clearly the catastrophe that's going on the shoreline of New York, and it warrants a Watcher. So props to that.
Nice.
That was a respectable choice.
That was good. So the winner is going to be Mike G. So by all means, brother, you contact Nerdarchy at facerip.com.
We should probably buy that domain.
Nerdarchy at gmail.com and just say, hey, I won the chat thing for the Face Rip game, and he will just immediately swing over to me. And as soon as I get that email, I will contact you and say, gotcha. Stay tuned.
There was an extra vote too for Round Robin for his Hostess Pie in tab reference from War Eagle Keep. Trying to note that.
But War Eagle Keep is only a tiebreaker, and there was
I don't know. Just
stay in your lane, War Eagle Keep. I'm joking. Absolutely could not do this without Brandon. Like, freaking A, man. Literally just off of the cuff. Just like, you need this guy? Here's this guy.
Yeah. A favorite moment for me was when I guess Jim was watching the box and he realized that Brandon was putting up images that were coinciding what was going on in the game. See your face light up a little bit.
Actually, I'm starting to wonder if Brandon doesn't prefer to just do it off the cuff instead of having me say, okay, when this happens you're going to do this, when this happens you're going to do that. I think he's
an artist. You're messing with him,
right?
Trust in the War Eagle Keep.
So I believe that is it. Am I missing anything?
I don't think so. I want to thank our special guests tonight for showing up. Jim Davis, WebDM, Fraginator, straight out of the chat. Appreciate you guys hanging out.
Thanks
Always
for the invite.
time. I love this game. This is probably my favorite superhero game. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to throw some dice.
Hey.
And with that, thank Doug for being here, and for all the production stuff that happens in the background. Brandon, we appreciate you, buddy, and of course Bill for running the game. Obviously, we could not have it without the judge. So with that, I guess Brandon, take it away. Until next time, stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.